Welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. My name is TJ Leo, your current predictions champion.
And I am Cole 2K, your reigning trivia champion. And maybe soon to be predictions champion? Question
Over
mark?
my dead body. No, not really.
Question for you, TJ.
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
Oh, this is a two-match review show, right? Or
event?
A two-event review show, right?
Yes, it
Is
is.
your butt prepared?
Did you watch Press Pause?
I did watch Press Pause, yes.
My butt is suitably prepared. I've
Very
actually been
good.
under the
Mine
weather
is-
for the last couple of days, so I'm kind of already used to just,
Not having
sitting.
your butt prepared?
Yeah, well, just sitting in general. I'm just kind of used to it. My eyes are still heavy. I'm actually doing a little bit better than I was the last 2
that's
days. But I'm not really sure what the deal is. I'm not sick, but the temperature of the weather went from like 32 degrees Celsius. I don't know what the hell that is in
32?
Fahrenheit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sounds
I
hot,
think
though. Yeah, I think it's hot.
Yeah,
I think
it's
in the
warm.
80s. Yeah.
Yeah, all the way down to like 11, which again I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it was like a significant drop. It went from being hot as balls and dry, hot as balls and humid to very cool out and dry, and needing some sweaters. You know, wore my leather jacket the other day.
Nice.
My body does not like
when I go
the
out on a
drastic
hot
change. Hey, leather jackets. I love my leather jacket, man.
Yep.
Love my leather jacket.
So I haven't
think I've
worn
had
mine
2
in
or
like
3.
3 years.
Oh, why? Oh, I see. I see what you did.
Yeah.
I see.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. In rare form today, guys.
Yes.
In rare form. All right, if you've never watched Wrestling Renaissance before every WWE, NXT, PLE, and AEW pay-per-view, we talk about the build-up to the shows and make our official predictions. And then on subsequent shows like today, we break down the results and see how we fared in our predictions and rate each match on the Co-op Entertainment Review scale of 1 to 10. And this result show has an extra added incentive. Our goatees are on the line. Whoever loses must shave off their goatee, not permanently, just shave it off and grow it back at the beginning of the next episode, which will be our Clash in Paris prediction show.
And ever since we decided that's what we were going to do, I've not touched any of it. So it's very itchy. So
yeah.
Either way,
so you're okay with
at
it.
Least, I mean, I haven't. This has been a thing for years. It's just this. I trim it up or shave it, that part. So it's getting really itchy. So either way, this is going.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, I got a little shadow going on there too.
Yep.
But we'll see who's going to be babyface on the next episode.
So does that mean the person who wins is the heel?
I guess, yeah. Well, let's see. I mean, every time someone gets their head shaved, it's usually the bad guy. Kurt Angle.
That's true, yeah.
Big Show. Vince. Molly Holly.
Was she the heel?
Yeah, Victoria was a good guy at that time. Yeah. Why is that not on wrestling trivia? That I would know. Yeah. Let's get into it. So NXT Heatwave and AEW Forbidden Door were this past weekend. I'm gonna put my title down before we get into it. There we go. Sit proudly behind me. And I did not watch either of them live. I was busy. But I have watched both in full and actually went back and watched one particular match because I was kind of distracted during it. And I'll get to that when I get to it. But let's kick things off with Heatwave. And Heatwave kicked off with the triple threat #1 contenders match between Jada Parker, Kalani Jordan, and Lola Vice. Let's do our rating. first. As a reminder to
rating?
those, our rating. As a reminder to those who have never joined us before, our co-op entertainment review scale is 1 to 10, no points in between. You can't do 8.5s, you can't do
No
8.8s, no decimals. If it's an 8, it's an 8. If it's a 9, it's
What
a
if I
9.
put 8.0?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. An 80, you know. All right, I got to think about this one. Okay. Did you write down our max ceilings?
I did not.
Okay. Oh, good. Oh, good. We'll do that in the future.
Yep.
That way we can compare what we thought to
starting later this week.
Yeah. Tomorrow. Scary. All right, I've got my score.
I've got mine.
So before we start, I'm actually very interested to see our ratings in general for these two, because I feel like there's going to be some pretty large discrepancies this time for these two shows, because these two shows were very interesting. Actually, before we even get to the match, let's just start off with what did you think of just the top level thoughts of Heatwave? What'd you think of the crowd? What'd you think of the stage? What'd you think of all that kind of stuff? Any hot top level thoughts?
Well, I mean, I did watch both of them live.
Mm-hmm.
So going from Forbidden Door, where there was 19,000, to Heatwave, where there was 2, 3, 4, whatever it was.
Mm.
There's just a stark difference in presentation and crowd noise. So I don't know.
Heatwave's crowd was good though.
It was a good and loud crowd. Obviously, it wasn't as big and loud as Forbidden Door.
No.
But this one was still really good. 6 matches versus
11? No, 9.
8, 9 plus however many on the pre-show.
4, I think. Crazy.
The pacing of Heatwave was really good. There was a nice little break. The breaks weren't too long between the matches. Yeah. Like they are on the main, like they are on the main roster PLEs. You can, go out to eat at a nice Michelin restaurant, 4-star Michelin restaurant, and get back in time by the time the video package is done by the next match in WWE.
This is true.
Right.
This is true. Which is okay. Heatwave, I don't mind that.
I mean, 15 minutes between matches is too long.
There is too much time. Yeah, I think we've been through this before. WWE has too much time between two matches, and AEW doesn't have enough.
I think Heatwave was in the middle, somewhere closer to that good time.
That good spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It also had 6 matches as opposed to 5.
Yeah.
Which is good.
And
it was
went a little over
smaller time frame.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So it was good. Matches, of course, we'll get to we're solid matches. Stories going into them, which is always good.
Yeah.
For this, I was a little bit more invested in the stories and the build leading up to it than
AEW. Yeah, for sure. I liked the stage for Heatwave. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it felt a little bigger, more, I don't know. It felt very takeover-y, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And as opposed to the smaller thing.
And there were some nice throwbacks to the fact that there was a lot of Raws that were filmed here in the early days.
Gotcha.
So I liked it. I mean, it was very good presentation, very good overall. Yeah.
I was a little personally annoyed that it's back to Vic and Booker T.
Yeah.
There was. I was like, oh man,
over in Europe.
Yeah, he's on Raw.
Couldn't come back for this.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our first rating for this triple threat match. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we weren't too far off. All right. Cool beans.
7 peaches. Based on this match.
7 peaches out of 10 peaches.
Yeah.
All right. Let me back up here. So I'm not going to do a play-by-play. There's a couple of people who have said that the play-by-play is kind of boring. And you've clearly watched the show, so why do you need a play-by-play? So we're not going to do that anymore. In the future, what we're going to do is we're just going to write down highlights from the match. But we didn't think of that until after these two shows happened. So moving forward, that's what we'll do. But today, I have both Wikipedia and the Bleacher Report reviews up, so we can get a little bit of details and some highlights and stuff like that. So let's start with Wikipedia's sort of summary for the match, which is as follows. The event began with a triple threat match between Jada Parker, Kalani Jordan, and Lola Vice to determine the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. The ending saw Parker perform Hypnotic on Jordan before Vice rolled Parker up to win the match. Vice's title match was later confirmed for the next NXT PLE, which is No Mercy. And some highlights here from the Bleacher Report. Some not necessarily highlights, but things of note. I think is a good thing to call these observations. Kalani Jordan's family was sitting at ringside, and they pointed it out at the beginning of the match, which got me a little scared for my prediction because I was like, "Oh shoot, parents don't show up for you to lose,
right?"
But apparently they do.
They're doing it in NXT.
In NXT, they do. Bleacher Report. I don't. I tune out Booker T, so maybe you can fill in the gap here, but Bleacher Report says that Booker T's gotten way too comfortable saying questionable things during women's matches. So I don't know if he said some maybe offensive things, or maybe if he was like pushing the Jerry Lawler puppies type of stuff.
I think he's kind of creeping a little bit more towards the awkward Jerry Lawler type. Trying to be over the top.
Yeah, Bleacher Report says we got away from that for a reason. I would agree with that. Again, I tune him out, so it's the only thing I can do to get through NXT. So I can't really comment on anything he said in particular, but it is something that they noted. And they also noted that the blockbuster spot was really, really, really well done.
Yeah.
So I gave it a 6. You gave it a 7. So we're pretty similar in what we thought of this match. I don't think it hit the way that we wanted it to. Is that a fair assessment? I don't think they have a great chemistry when all three of them are in the ring for some reason.
Yeah, and I know I've mentioned it when we've reviewed Kalani's matches before. She matches better in matches with people who do the same stuff as her, instead of like Jada, who's more of a power person, lift you up and throw you, and Lola, who's more of a ground and pound grapple MMA type. Kalani and Sol Ruka have amazing chemistry because they, are the same.
They're very similar types. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree. Makes sense.
Whereas Sol is someone who can adapt to more of a power and more of a striking than Kalani can.
Yeah. That being said, it was still a good match. It just didn't knock it out of the park, which was a little disappointing because it kind of, I thought it had quite a bit of potential. I don't remember what our max ceiling was, but I was like maybe an 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So it fell short.
8 or 9.
Yeah, it fell short for me. Especially as an opening match, I was like, this should be getting the people out of their seats, and it was fine, and that's not what you want for your opener. So a little disappointing on that front.
I mean, based on the 6 matches there were, this was probably the best one to open with. I think.
Yeah, this or the other triple threat women's match.
Yeah, but we were wondering if that one was going to be the main event. Yeah.
Spoilers. It was not.
It was not.
No. This was the 4th longest match of the night out of the 6, which was 11 minutes 53 seconds.
Or was it the 3rd shortest?
Or was it the 3rd shortest? It's a true statement. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about it. I like I said, it was just a little disappointing. It was fine. It served its purpose, and now we have Lola going up against JC Jane for the NXT Championship at No Mercy.
Yep.
Which, sure.
And later in the show, it showed Jada in the back, talking about how she lost, and then Lash Legend came in.
Yeah.
Talking to her. So perhaps they are going to have something going forward after this.
Lash Legend Shayna Parker feud.
Yeah, which would be good to see. They're very similar in style.
Yes, they are. I agreed. The only thing I have really else to say is that Lola, if you're gonna tan, watch those tan lines, lady. That was awful.
Yep.
You see that? It's like, how could you not see it? Just brutal. Like, okay. Whatever. Very strange. I loved Kalani's outfit, by the way. Her ring gear was awesome. And her
it was
very colorful, very sparkly, cool hairstyle. Nothing like what we're seeing on the screen right now. Not a good picture of her.
No, definitely not.
No. All right, let's get to predictions. How'd we fare, sir?
All right, I'm gonna mix it up.
Uh-oh.
I'll do the bonus question first.
Oh snap!
Oh yeah.
Shaking it up.
So, bonus question for this, if you remember, was who was going to get not the first, not the last, but who was going to get the second entrance?
Right.
Yes. First out.
Now I don't remember.
First out was Jada Parker.
Okay.
And last out
was Lola.
Was Kalani.
It was Kalani. That makes sense with her parents being in the front row.
No, I'm sorry.
No?
Last out was Lola. Meaning second out was Kalani.
Interesting.
Neither one of us guessed Kalani.
And we guessed two different people too.
Yeah, we guessed two different people. I guessed Lola, you guessed Jada.
The wash is real.
Well, yes. So many that we answered the same on.
Yeah.
The one that
and
we
the ones
both
that we didn't.
Different. Or the one
I have
a
feeling
different.
There's a trend here. It's not going to be the last time this happens. Which is just sad.
However, for the winner, we did both pick two different people.
Yeah, we did.
But one of us hit it and you didn't. Or one of us hit it. And it wasn't me. So you got two. I guess Jada. I thought Jada was going to get a shot at the title, but it was not. It was Lola.
Had I been picking with my heart, I would have picked Jada. Because I want her to succeed. She's so good.
Yep.
But I had to go with my brain, which was telling me, you hear the name Lola Vice a lot. And there's probably a reason for that, to go with Lola. All right. Let's move on to the next match, which was the NXT Tag Team Championship. Excuse me. Hank and Tank versus Darkseid. Let's do our rating. This one's hard. This one's hard to rate. All right. I got mine.
Got mine.
3, 2, 1. All right. On the same page. On the same page. All right. Let's go to Wikipedia. Second match, Hank and Tank unsuccessfully defended the NXT Tag Team Championship against Darkseid, which was Dion Lennox and Osiris the Virus Griffin, as Booker T calls him. After some distractions on the outside, Darkseid managed to pin the champs and win, for the first time, the tag team titles in 10 minutes, 16 seconds. Let's go to the Bleacher Report for some notable moments and observations. They note that it's interesting to see a group in WWE with no clear leader.
Yes.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing. The only other group I can think of that was like that was the Core.
The Shield.
Yeah. 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 Because it was always kind of like is it Roman or is it Seth? Kind of a thing.
I mean, Ambrose was kind of the one that always talked first, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah. And he was always the one that got between them.
Yeah.
When they argued.
Seth did his thing, and then all Roman would say was believe that.
Believe it.
Or believe in the shields, whatever.
Believe in the shield. Yeah. Hank and Tank had some jerseys meant to resemble Blackhawks jerseys. Not sure what that means. Meant to resemble? Oh, because they were Hank and Tank jerseys, but I guess they had Blackhawks colors, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then their final point was Lennox has good explosive energy. So I actually like Lennox. There's something, he's got something. When I was watching this match, I was like, huh. You know who he kind of reminds me of? And this is not an insult, just to be clear, at all. Who's what's the guy's name from the Acclaimed? Not Max
Bowens?
Caster, the other one.
Anthony Bowens?
Anthony Bowens. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of like a slimmer Anthony Bowens.
Okay.
I don't know why. Don't know what his charisma's like, because I haven't really heard him talk. But I thought he did really well in this match. Osiris was fine. He was okay.
They were good.
Yeah. And Hank and Tanker.
The fans love him.
They do.
It's a modern day Public Enemy, if you remember them.
That's exactly who they remind me of.
Yeah.
They're a little too over the top sometimes, though. Like they kind of have almost like an Outrunners gimmick going.
Yeah, I mean they are like they're your prototype early to mid 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gimmick tag team.
Yeah. I don't know. They're good. They're definitely good. I just tone it down a little bit, guys. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And it's hard to see any of these tag teams having much potential higher than NXT just because they don't focus on tag teams well in WWE.
No, they don't. The entire division is just thrown together and just I don't even know, dude. I don't know what the solution is. Like I know what I would do if I was in control, but I don't know what they think the solution is, or if they even care. To be honest with you,
I don't know.
But
I mean, my solution would be to have just one set of titles for all three shows, just like you do women.
100%.
Instead of three different divisions for
stupid
8 tag teams.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Yeah, there was nothing wrong with this match. I just didn't really care all that much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, for me, it's and I know we discussed it in the predictions. It was Dark State either needs to win or stop giving them any attention.
Yeah, and they won.
Yep, they won.
So
they won with their heel ways, which is good.
Very heel ways.
Which is good for what they are and what they should do. So, maybe we'll see Saquon or Cutler go for the North American title or something. And maybe
the only thing that really
try to be a faction that, holds all the gold. But I don't see either one of them being North American quality.
No, not yet anyway. I need to see them talk more, be a little bit more interesting. The only thing that really bothered me about this match was the fact that the ref continuously saw the other two being shady and didn't kick them out the whole time. I'm like,
didn't kick them out, yeah.
I'm like, okay, especially when Sugar did that like dive through the ropes. Like he was on the outside and he went to get, I think, which one's Hank?
The short hair.
Sure. Yeah. So he went to like spear Hank, but then missed him because Hank ducked, and then he went like sliding through the bottom of
Yeah, he did the
the
whole.
rope. And,
Sami Zayn used to do that spot.
yeah, except
Where
Sami Zayn used to go over the middle or the bottom rope, over the bottom rope.
Yeah.
And Sugar went just phew, under it.
Yeah.
Just shot under it. And I'm like, if the ref saw that, you could tell that they're doing some shady shit. Like,
Yeah.
kick him out. So I was a little annoyed at that. I was like, okay, I hate this pick and choose stuff. Like, if you're gonna do that stuff, the ref's got to be distracted. Or I don't. Maybe he was. Maybe I just didn't see that he was distracted. But it just seemed like there was so much interference that it's so unlikely that the ref didn't
and they're
notice
usually
something was
better
going
about
on.
that in WWE and NXT. AEW is renowned for not caring about that kind of stuff, which
we'll get into later.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say to you.
Nope.
All right. Predictions.
I mean, we'll see what lies in store for Hank and Tank. After NXT this week, there's 8-person tag in store.
8-person tag?
An 8-person tag, yes.
Against Dark State?
What was it?
Or like 4-on-4 or 8-on-8?
4-on-4.
4-on-4. So it's probably Hank and Tank and 2 others versus the 4 Dark State guys.
Yes.
I'm assuming. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How'd we do?
All right. So, getting back up. Bonus question. We didn't know who was going to be one in the match for Dark State. But the question was, who was going to start the match for each team? And because we didn't even know who was going to be in the match, we did 1 point for each person.
Get a rainbow.
And
I have a rainbow on my screen. Look at that. A rainbow.
So in the match, like you said, for Dark State was Dion Lennox and who?
Cutler. Because I was like, they're going to bring a white guy in there and then someone else.
It wasn't Cutler.
No, it wasn't. It was Lennox and Osiris.
Yeah, that's right. Osiris. So you thought it was going to be Cutler and Tank? I thought it was going to be Hank.
To start the match.
Mm. Yeah, to start the match. I thought it was going to be Hank and Sugars. You hit one, or you hit none. I hit one. I hit Hank.
Damn. All right.
So bonus questions were not a wash that time.
This is going to be a tight results show. I have a feeling.
Okay. Whatever you say, TJ.
Uh-oh.
Whatever you say.
Uh-oh. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. There was a comment in the chat. Someone was waiting on a whatever you say.
Oh.
I took the chance.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, there will be one of those too, I'm sure. All right. I didn't think we would agree on this pick, but we did. We both thought it was either shit or get off the pot time for Dark State. So we both picked Dark State for 3, and we both hit. We both got a Yahtzee on that one. Yeah.
Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Bad for me, but good for you.
I like it. Not Yancey. Yahtzee. All right. Moving on to the Triple Threat TNA Knockouts Championship match. JC Jane defends against... I always laugh when I say her name. Masha Slamovich and Ash Biala against a.k.a. Dana Brooke. All right, let's do our grade here, our rating.
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. You're like pretty consistent.
I am.
Pretty consistent today. I think I guess I am too, because it was like 665. So, all right, let's start with the Wikipedia summary here. On the third match, Jacy Jayne defended the TNA Knockouts Championship against Ash by Elegance and Masha Slamovich in a triple threat
Every
match.
time.
Every time. It's a good name. I think Jacy Jayne uses the rolling encore punch on Slamovich, and Jayne pinned Slamovich until the Elegance brand pulled Jayne out of the ring, and Ash performed the rarefied air on Slamovich for the pin and the new TNA Knockouts champion, Ash by Elegance. Notable moments and observations from the Bleacher Report. Masha was alone, but Jacy Jayne had Fatal Influence, and Ash by Elegance had the Elegance brand. Girls.
Yes. Heather and M.
Heather. Ooh, I hate that name. Heather.
Wow. Someone's been hurt.
I don't think I've known. Yeah, every Heather I've ever known was a bitch. I can't think of a good Heather.
It's always something like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Also noted, Jacy Jayne has become such a hard hitter. The way she drop kicked Masha into the corner looked so stiff.
Yeah, there were some really stiff strikes.
Schooled me.
Yeah.
Lay it in.
Yep.
And well, we'll get into this, but WWE has never had disqualifications in triple threat matches, so outside interference is part of the deal. It was weird to have it to be a factor in this bout. Yeah, so let's just start there. For some reason, the ref decided to you're out of there to Fatal Influence, but Ash, the Elegance brand, got to stick around, even though they blatantly pulled Jacy Jayne off of Slamovich during the match. I was like, okay, so kick them out now.
That was after.
That was after they kicked out Fatal Influence.
Yep.
Yeah, but I was just like,
they were kind of fighting each other. The ref should have kicked them both out.
Yeah, and not only and if we want to like really lay into this, why did they when Fatal Influence was kicked out? Why didn't they just stay? You can't DQ them. So what was the punishment?
I guess you could have security come and remove them.
I guess.
Yeah.
It was just stupid. I just thought it was stupid. I'm like, what? This never happens in a triple threat. Very strange. Very selective. That being said, congratulations to Ash by Elegance. I think her first title in. I think.
In what?
Maybe?
TNA?
Ever? I don't think she won. Oh, she won something in WWE?
A 24/7? She was a multi-time 24/7 champion.
Okay, so she won nothing. Okay, gotcha.
TJ, you tell that to R-Truth, okay? He like the 87 time. 24/7 I-95 7-Eleven champion or whatever he called it.
619.
Yeah, whatever he called it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that title belt.
Yeah.
When the company that made the title belt disposes of it in the garbage on air.
Yeah.
I don't even consider it a belt at that point.
But she is also part of the tag team champions in TNA.
Oh, really?
Currently, yeah.
So Ash by Elegance holds a lot of the gold.
She is Ash 2 belts. The Elegant brand is on fire.
Okay. There's something.
They are. But good for the old Dana Brooke, though.
She worked hard.
She has, yep. And she
WWE
has gotten
just
a
wouldn't
lot.
give her it.
and she's gotten a lot better. She's doing more athletic moves, doing, I guess, more realistic looking moves than she did before.
Yeah, she's definitely improved. That's for sure.
She's definitely done a lot of hard work. So
yeah,
good.
That being said, though, Jacy Jane and Masha kind of made this match, halfway decent.
It is.
Yeah, so the match itself was fine. I did deduct points because of this, just the ludicrousness of the rules.
The ludicrosity.
The ludicrosity.
I don't know if that's a real word, but I like it.
It is now, the ludicrosity. Yeah, I was just shaking my head afterwards. I was like, I was so at odds with myself. I was like, all right, I'm happy for you, Dana. You finally got the big win.
Yep.
But at the same time, I was like, what the fuck was that? What did I just see? All right, nothing else for me.
Carlos Silva, the president of TNA, you could have like a fist fight 5 feet in front of him, and he will not make any kind of. He will not move. He's just like emotionless.
He's a little stiff.
He's very.
He does get up though. He does get up and clap when there's a spot, even if the crowd didn't. That being said, he was very happy when Ash won it at the end.
Yeah,
I think he was a little concerned when the crowd was kind of dead for the first few minutes of the match.
Yeah,
he was a little concerned, and then it picked up, and they got the crowd on board. So yeah. I got nothing else. If you don't have anything else, let's get to predictions.
All right. So bonus, and we kind of touched on that. Bonus was, is there anybody going to be kicked out from ringside? You talked me into saying no. You son of a bitch.
All right. I thought you said yes. I thought you said yes. Damn.
You son of a bitch. You talked me into saying no. So we both missed it.
Yeah, I had sound reasoning.
Yes.
The fact that it was a triple threat makes no sense to kick people out. Makes total sense in a one-on-one. But
I'll get you back later on that.
Yeah, you will.
And just like whose line is it anyway? The points don't matter because in a triple threat, we both picked different people.
Again?
Yes.
No way. Okay.
But we were both wrong.
Wow.
I had mentioned that I thought the title was going to go back to TNA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did.
And it would be really cool if it was Ash, but I was picking Masha.
And I could have sworn I said something similar of it would be really cool for Dana to win gold in NXT in WWE, even if it's not, one of their titles.
To come back home or whatever, to come back to NXT and win gold.
Yeah.
But neither one.
But I was like, I just thought she would. Didn't think so. Yeah. Crazy. That's crazy.
Again, we both picked different answers, but we were both wrong.
Oh, God, that hurts. That hurts. All right. Next up was Jordan Grace versus Blake Monroe. I'm never going to get that name right. Blake Monroe.
Blake Monroe.
Rating. Blake Monroe.
The rating, you say?
The triple threat was the third longest match of the night at 12 minutes, 19 seconds. Forgot to say that. Blake. All right.
I'm good.
3, 2, 1. You are very consistent, my friend. Damn.
So are you.
Yeah. Only had, yeah, I think we've both only had one different, like one non-6. Everything's been a 6 so far, except for one.
I had a 7, you had a 5.
Yep. All right, let's start with the Wikipedia summary. Fourth match saw Blake Monroe expose Jordynne Grace and deliver the Grace into the curb stomp. What? Grace into the curb stomp?
What?
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does it mean?
Is that her finisher? Grace into the curb stomp? No. I think someone on Wikipedia fucked up. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, delivered Grace, Jordynne Grace.
Delivered Grace into the curb stomp.
Yeah.
She uses the curb stomp? Why do I not remember that?
It was the finish, TJ.
Why? Why do I not remember that at all?
I don't know.
That's weird. And then Monroe connected with the double underhook DDT on Grace to pick up the victory. Yeah, I don't remember that at all. That's really weird. Let's get to some notable moments and observations from Bleacher Report. Grace's power looks almost effortless. The way she can pick someone up and throw them around with ease is impressive. I mean, yeah, she's a beast. She's a beast.
She is.
The spot on the steel steps with Monroe pulling Grace down looked good. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, face first. Boom! Looked real good. It looked like Monroe forgot she was supposed to stay up further moment for the jackhammer. Grace had to rotate and put her down earlier than usual. I didn't know if that was the case or if that was just the way Grace does the jackhammer. Does Grace hold them up for your jackhammer, or does she just?
She does. She does hold the person up for a little bit.
So Monroe may have just forgot there.
Yep.
And I guess I don't remember this happening, but small pieces of both women's gear flew off at different points in the match. I did see Monroe take off like something on her knee, like one of those pink straps. When she was on the outside, she just like took it off and threw it away. But I don't remember anything from Jordynne. So, oh, the curb stomp. Okay, I'm picturing like Seth Rollins' curb stomp, but she did it to Grace's head in like on the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Like in that exposed steel like ring thing, right? Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. Now I recall. Yeah. No, I liked this match a lot. I was gonna give it a 7, but I felt there seemed I don't know what it was. There seemed to be like a disconnect somewhere in this match for me, like
between the two.
Yeah, they seem to flow pretty well. Like there wasn't really like any super botches or anything like that, which is kind of a consistent thing that we're seeing on this show. Is that the chemistry click doesn't seem to be happening on this show, at least so far.
But they're not really missing spots or making it look bad.
Exactly, but nothing really bad is happening. There's just something lacking, and it's hard to put into words sometimes. And I think with this one, this was supposed to be like a grudge match, so I kind of more expected Grace to be a little more like angry, I guess.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like grudge match vibe.
No, it didn't. It just felt like it was a match.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it was supposed to be the end of a feud.
Yeah, the only grudgy thing that ever happened was that curb stomp.
Into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I liked it a lot. I just felt like it didn't quite get there, which again is a kind of a common theme with these matches. Very, very 6 oriented.
I mean, I would get there with Blake.
I'd let you get there with Blake.
All right.
But she got to be thick first.
Yes.
Got to be thick. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm guessing Blake. Well, here's the thing. I don't know whether these two are going to continue feuding or if Blake's going to move on and Jordan's going to go to the main roster at this point. I really don't know.
So Jordan, I don't remember anything specifically she did on NXT last night, but she did tweet out something like, I don't even know who I am anymore, or something like that. Like, where do I go from here kind of thing. Blake actually had a match on NXT last night against Kalani, and Kalani pinned her.
Oh, clean?
So I think it was.
Wow.
So we'll
interesting.
Or maybe Jordan came out and
interfered.
Yeah, maybe she did come out and interfere.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, Jordan did cost Blake the match.
Okay, so she's sticking around, so their feud's continuing. Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to continue. Yeah, so we'll see, what they have at No Mercy in store.
Yeah, maybe like that would be cool if they go to No Mercy and they have like an ODQ match, street fight.
Yeah.
Something like that. We know Mariah May can do some crazy, Blake Monroe can do some crazy, no DQ stuff. I don't know what Jordan Grace is capable of, though. Who?
Mariah May is dead. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Who? She did. All right. Anything else you want to comment on here?
Nope. Just see what's in store.
This was the second longest match of the night. 12 minutes, 47 seconds. All right. How'd we do?
Predictions. Pretty sure I have it clarified. Bonus question: was it going to be a clean win or a dirty win?
Oh, this was definitely a dirty win.
You had the curb stomp of Jordan into the turnbuckle and then the finisher. Do we classify that as a dirty still?
Yeah, because I think what we decided was that there can't be a break between the dirty thing and the win. Okay. So there was no break. She did the dirty thing, and then she did another move, and then won. So there was no break. There was no comeback from Jordan between those two things. She did the
dirty thing, all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
All right.
Or that's what she did.
So.
All right.
I had the clean, and you had the dirty. She did the dirty deed.
And that's because you thought Jordan was going to win, I think.
Well, that brings us to our next prediction.
Oh snap, son. Or did I? I don't remember now.
I don't know. As far as the match winner, you did have a clean. Ooh. No, I'm sorry. You did have a dirty victory by Blake, and I had a clean victory by Jordan.
Oh, that feels good.
It. I thought Jordan needed the win more than Blake because Jordan's kind of been looking
weak,
very meh.
Mm-hmm.
But I
guess she'll get the win at No Mercy, maybe. I don't know. Cool beans. I feel pretty good now. I feel pretty good.
Yep.
All right, let's move on. We got Team Canada versus Team USA. We got Team Canada, Chelsea Green, Ethan Page versus Team USA, Tavion Heights, and Tyra May Steele. Let's do our rating. All right.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Whoa!
Wow,
okay,
I'm surprised in you.
Can't wait to hear about this. All right. Wikipedia. Fifth match saw Chelsea Green and Ethan Page take on Tavion Heights and Tyra May Steele. Steele applied the ankle lock on Page. The referee admonishes Steele because Page was not the legal competitor. Heights and Page were brawling outside of the ring. Alba Fire super kicked Steele behind the referee's back, and Green performed the unprettier to pick up the victory. Your winners, Team Canada. Team Canada. Over on Bleacher Report, notable moments and observations. Both teams had special gear made for this match, which was pretty obvious. Both, Tavion Heights and Tyra May Steele, very American gear, and Ethan Page and Chelsea Green, very Canadian gear. Both looked really good.
Yes.
Now obviously, the big kerfuffle in this match was the fact that Tavion and Tyra May Steele were supposed to be the faces in this match, but they definitely were not. Where did Massachusetts? You would think that the people there would be cheering for the Americans, but I guess American pride is a little weak right now. So they were cheering for Team Canada?
That or Chelsea is really over.
Chelsea's very over. Now, I will give credit to Ethan because he tried his absolute best and improvised a little scene to counter what was an obvious crowd takeover of this match. He went on the mic very early on after the Team Canada chants and was like, "You can chant for Team Canada all you want, but we're not giving you citizenship." And that only fueled the crowd more. But props to him for at least trying to get the crowd on track with what was actually the plan. But it did not work. Tyra and Tavion got booed out of the building. The only time either of them got cheered was when Tyra did the double German on Alba and Paige.
Yep.
That was the only time she got cheered. And then they immediately went back to boos when she got up.
They love Chelsea.
They love Chelsea. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't get it. I'm all happy for Chelsea. She works hard. Congratulations to her. But I don't know. I would not cheer her at an event, and I'm Canadian, so.
You are from Canada.
I am from the Canada land. Yeah, the match was just meh. It was fine. The heels won, but they got cheered. Chelsea's not a great wrestler. Tavion really didn't do a whole lot in this match. I feel like he just got beat down a lot. And then Tyra, she did fine.
She did fine, yeah.
Yeah, she did fine for her first outing. And if this match did anything for me, it made me an Ethan Page fan. So
yeah, I am kind of turning around on Ethan.
Yeah, he's got something. He really does.
He's a sports entertainer.
Yes, he gets it.
Yep,
he gets it. And I think that's super clear when you see them across the ring from people like Tavion and Tyra, who are very green.
Yep.
You know,
they were able to lead and kind of carry the match.
Yeah. If Tavion and Tyra had more seasoning, they may have been able to figure out a way to turn the crowd onto them.
Yeah, they had no hope in turning the crowd.
No, they're too inexperienced, and they couldn't get it done. So they just kind of went through what the plan was. And that's another reason that I kind of gave it a 4, because they should have saw this coming. I feel like I don't know why this was booked the way it was. Like if you were trying to get Tavion and Tyra over, this was a really bad idea.
I don't know. I mean, having it near Boston, USA versus Canada.
You would think.
You would think that was a way to get people cheering for USA, but
I just think they picked the wrong people to be on Team Canada. Ethan could, that's fine, but Chelsea.
I mean, there's nobody else you could put on Team Canada, though.
They don't have a Canadian female besides Chelsea. I guess not.
No.
Well, then just don't do it. You know? Like, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't see it coming. That Chelsea would get absolutely cheered. But they should have. That's their job.
Yes, that is their job.
So I think they fucked up the booking.
I mean, as far as why I gave it a 7, I was sports entertained.
Yeah, that's fair.
Plain and simple.
That was fair.
I mean, it was the Teals trying to play up the heels against the, babyface Americans, and the crowd was even though they were
into it,
booing the Americans, the crowd was into it, and that
That's
always
true.
adds, that always adds to it.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, if the crowd was silent for this would have been a bad match.
Yep. Listen to the match and just know that there's something going on that you need to see, just because of how the crowd's reacting. Whether it's good or not is different.
Right. Yeah.
But if the crowd's into it, it just adds something to it.
Did any of these guys show up on NXT this week?
I don't remember exactly.
By the way, we never
defeated Alba. She had a match with Alba.
Oh, okay. Nothing from Tavion.
And after the match, Ethan Page took out Tavion Heights and draped the Canadian flag over him.
So it's not over.
So I think.
Why are they doubling down on this?
Build up a match, Tavion versus Ethan. Looks like what it might be for the North American title.
They don't learn, do they?
Well, we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see if Tavion can bring the people on board. I don't think we've talked about. We may have mentioned this in like passing, but look at this logo. What's missing?
NXT.
Weird, right?
It's been like that for months, for a long time.
Why did they do that?
Because for PLEs, I guess they want it WWE branded instead of NXT branded.
It's weird.
It is. It's not NXT Heatwave. It's WWE Heatwave.
Yeah, or
it's NXT Heatwave, but it's WWE branded.
Like, imagine if you're a casual fan that watches WWE and you ordered this pay-per-view or this PLE, and then you saw a bunch of people you've never heard of before. Like, wouldn't you be pissed?
You're like, that's not WWE.
I mean, I guess you don't order the PLE; you just watch it. So I guess there's no real confusion there. At least not internationally, because it's on Netflix. Where do you watch NXT and NXT PLEs in America?
The Peacock. Yeah. It's so funny.
Visceral. The cock.
The cock. Yeah, the peacock.
Cock. Okay.
Peacock. Yeah.
All right. Move on from the cock and find out what our predictions were.
There we go. All right. So, you kind of touched on it. Their gear. Chelsea's always known for her gear. What color was it going to be?
Yeah.
After I said my answer, you're like, fuck, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
You said orange, and I went with Canadian red.
Yeah.
And by golly, it was mostly red.
Yeah, red and white. Yeah.
Now, I know I mentioned it during the predictions. I changed my prediction on this right before we started talking about the match.
Yeah.
Like, I can show you on my paper here where I had it on there and then scratched it out. Yeah, there it is.
I don't remember what you chose.
I do.
But I have a feeling it wasn't in your favor. Oh, and this was the shortest match of the night. 9 minutes, 30 seconds.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Having the two greenest. Or having the greenest.
Yeah.
We both eventually picked TNT, Tavion and Tyra. May.
I'm surprised. That you picked them.
I'm surprised too.
Yeah. That being said, though, our reasoning made sense.
Yeah, you want to Team USA over.
Yeah, put the newbies over. This would have been a great way to do it. And it also doesn't jeopardize Ethan's title, so they should have won, I still think.
And Chelsea can take a loss and be okay, because that's mostly what she does.
You know what? They may have pulled an audible. Now that I think about it, maybe they were planning on TNT winning, but when they heard the boos, they were like, "We can't have them win."
Possibly.
Yeah, like that may have happened. They may have gotten a mid-match order from Sean going, "Nope, we can't. You can't win when you're being booed. You're just going to be heels after that. So we can't do that." I can see that happening.
But yeah, I changed my answer to that and kept my points, which was 5. So that was my 5-pointer.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, I thought this was going to be a lot closer, but it's not looking good for you so far. Damn.
Yeah, this is my 5-pointer. Keep that in mind.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the main event, which was Obafemi defending his NXT championship against Javon Evans.
That boy bouncy.
He bouncy. All right, let's do our rating. Ooh, do I go down? No, stay with your gut. No. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. All right. Same page. Match of the night, obviously.
Yes.
All right, let's start with the Wikipedia summary. Javon Evans kicked Obafemi in the back. Femi sent Evans crashing into the referee. Evans ducked the clothesline from Femi. Evans used the leaping cutter and connected with the double jump cutter for a 2 count. A second referee slid into the ring and made the 3 count, but the original referee saw Femi's foot under the bottom rope. Evans argued with the referee, Derek Sanders. Femi delivered the toss powerbomb through the announce table. Femi rolled Evans back into the ring. Femi planted Evans with the fall from grace to pick up the victory. And after the match, Femi had a huge standoff with Ricky Saints as the show went off the air. Match was the longest of the night, 17 minutes, 43 seconds. Longest match by a long shot. Over on the Bleacher Report, notable moments and observations. Before the match, Josh Briggs was shown telling Femi he's coming for the title if he's able to retain it against Evans, which is interesting considering who came out at the end of the show. Javon Evans had a lot of tape on his shoulder to sell the injury. And the super kick from Evans that knocked Femi down looked brutal.
Yes.
So yeah, this match was fantastic. It did really well. It really brought up Javon Evans as a credible contender for a top title.
Yep.
And at the same time, it made Obafemi look like an absolute beast at the same time. And I don't know who produced the match. I'm sure I could figure it out if we looked it up somewhere. But whoever produced the match, I don't know if it was intentional or not. But the referee call spot where the foot was under the rope and they counted 3, and then the other referee came in, that whole shtick. They had to have known that was going to get bullshit chants and boos. So right up after that, Oba pulls one of the most insane moves I've ever seen. Has he done this before?
No, not like that.
No. I my jaw dropped. I was like, I had the same reaction that Vic Joseph did. I was like, holy sh...
Yeah.
Obafemi just puts Javon Evans on his shoulders and tosses him from the ring to the frickin' announce table. Unreal spot. Unreal.
So
I was just wow.
Oba, you know where they got him from, right? He was one of their NIL signees.
Okay.
You know what he did before that? He was a shot putter in college. That's what he did. It's basically what he just shot put him.
He shot put Bouncy Boy right over to the table, and he bounced right off of it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I've never seen that in wrestling before. That was a crazy spot. Crazy spot. And like I said, if that was the intention, was like that referee spot, knowing that it was probably going to get some boos, and then they were like, we got to do something right after it to make them shut up about it. This was it.
Yeah.
Because I as soon as it happened and my senses came back, I was like, oh man, that was the perfect way to shut the crowd up and make them completely forget about that stupid ref call. That was the perfect thing. And then he throws him back in the ring. Fall from grace. 1, 2, 3. Awesome ending. Awesome ending. That was brilliant. So props to whoever produced that match. It was great.
And for me, that spot at the end with the ref, we'll get to it later. After watching ref involvement and ref stuff at Forbidden Door, seeing ref actually make a right call like that was good for me. You know, seeing a foot.
I don't remember what you're referring to, so I'll have to see when we get there.
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh yeah, we definitely will. But yeah, this was definitely match of the night. These two are crazy. I still think Oba's not quite ready for the main roster, and my fear is that if he goes too early, he's going to get just not buried, but just hidden beneath what's already a stacked men's roster. I mean, we've already got like guys like Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest and Rusev and Sheamus just kind of floating, not doing a whole lot. Aleister Black, if I didn't say him. You put Oba in there, and it's just like when you pull the trigger on Oba, you got to be ready to pull the trigger on him.
You got to have
can't float.
You got to You know, there's been so many times.
I want to see Oba and Gunther. I want to see Oba and Lesnar. I want to see Oba and Drew and Sheamus and Rusev. Like, those are going to be great stuff. And I also want to see him against high flyers like Javon Evans. Because if he, like, think about that. If he did that move, the Chuck, like, what, does he have a name for that move? Just fireman's carry Chuck into the crowd kind of thing.
The heave ho.
Like, yeah, the heave ho. Like, do that on a PLE, like a main roster PLE. The crowd would go absolutely insane.
I mean,
the only problem is that desk is way too far, though, for the main roster. They're going to have to move that closer.
I don't know. It depends on who it is.
Oh.
I mean, I know we talked about it at that PLE earlier this year, the Rumble, and I thought Oba was going to be in it and make a big splash.
Yeah.
But I think that might be a good spot for him next year. If
Actually,
January when he's ready. No.
Well, wait for the year after, because this year's Rumble is in Saudi.
Why? So you can see it.
Well, I mean, fuck Saudi, honestly.
I know. But, I mean, you have him come out, he'd not win it, come out and eliminate 10, 11 people.
Yeah.
One of
them
them
eliminate a big dude like Lesnar. Yeah, like somebody.
Eliminate Drew, eliminate a couple big names, and then, the little spot where there's two people in the aisleway, 12 feet up, 15 feet up, and he just throws one of them that far up the ramp, and the two catch him, but the person's eliminated. Like a spot like you were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody pointed this out to me, and I haven't done any research on it to see how true it is, but someone mentioned that there hasn't been a one-on-one match on the main roster featuring a black male in a long time. Is that true?
Ricochet and Logan Paul.
No way.
Yep. That's a big thing every PLE.
Is there a black guy?
Yep.
Uh-oh. That's weird.
Yep, the last one, one-on-one was Ricochet against Logan Paul. SummerSlam, 2 years ago?
Oh, it's been 2 years
or 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are there any like black like megastars on the main roster right now?
Carmelo.
No.
R-Truth.
No.
That's it. Singles.
That's not good. Meanwhile, the women have Bianca,
Jade.
Naomi. Yeah. I think a lot of people would say, do the Samoans count? And I would say no.
Oh, you're forgetting Apollo Crews,
who hasn't been on TV in like 5 years.
He's hurt.
Oh, he's hurt. Okay. Kofi and Xavier, but they're always tagging.
Yep.
That's
it.
That needs to change, guys. That needs to change. Need some diversity up there. That's
Omos.
Weird. Who's in AAA, basically.
Yep. But, I mean, they've got
to find
these
people.
two, Javon and Oba.
Oh, and Trick.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people coming.
Yep.
If all three of those guys get to the main roster and don't do anything, that might convince me that there's some racism going on in the upper echelon of that company, because that's a little that would be egregious at that point, I think. But I hope it's not the case. I hope it's just there hasn't been anybody to rise to the occasion. All right. Do we want to do any?
Like I said, there's Samoans. There's the Luchas. There's
diversity. For sure.
There's diversity. It's just not black singles wrestlers for whatever reason.
Yeah. All right. Predictions.
All right.
Unless there was anything else you wanted to say about this great match.
No, I mean, nothing really wasn't said. Oba reminds me a lot of Brock, and I know I've said this before. He, like a match with Javon, you would think Javon doesn't stand a chance, but Oba works it to where he gives hope for whoever's going against him, whether it was Miles Bourne, whether it was Inamura. When they had their match at the PLE last time. And
then he always finishes it off and reminds people who he is.
Yep. With the heave, with the shot put through the table.
That's going to be a highlight for me for years. That might be like a year of the year candidate. Like
the one that Trick did just 5 days beforehand, where he just pushed him off the top rope and he went sailing through the table backwards. That was 5 days earlier, but this one's bigger because he just chucked him.
He just tossed him. He's just like whip.
Yeah,
and there was no warning either.
No, just came out of nowhere.
Normally with a table,
shit.
Like no table spots are normally like you clear the table. You make a call. You're like you point to what you're gonna do, but no, he just picked him up and was like, "Fuck it."
Yeah,
it was awesome. It was so good. Love that. Yeah. Highlight of the night. Highlight of the year, honestly. Potentially. So good.
All right. Oh, of course.
Was the bonus question, does anyone get chucked into a table?
Of. Holy crap. No, but I should have said that.
Yeah. Someone get chucked out of the ring through a table.
Bonus question was there going to be a ref bump? And we both thought there would be. And we both said yes. There was. It was, I don't remember exactly what it was.
I don't remember either.
But obviously there was the second referee that came in to make the count, and the original referee came to and called it off because the foot underneath the rope.
Right. Yeah, I don't remember what took him out.
But one good thing about that ref, the second ref was there right away.
Yeah, there was no stupid waiting.
There was no
17
waiting
minutes
5
for
minutes
a ref.
for all kinds of tomfoolery, and then finally a second ref to come down. The second ref was there pretty much right away, which I like.
No,
because I complain about that a lot. Then as far 100%. As the winner, I think this one was pretty easy. We both picked Oba, most confident in that one.
Yeah,
it was not time for Oba to lose. I don't know.
No.
Who that person is that's going to take it off of him, but he hasn't faced him yet. I think I have an idea on who it should be. I hope it's not the person he's going up against next. Ricky. I hope it's not Ricky.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Ricky.
I don't think Ricky's him.
I honestly think it's going to be Briggs.
I think it's the most credible one there is right now. But unfortunately, it would mean that he's not getting called up yet, would be Trick.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about a title versus title match between them.
But I think Trick is closer to being ready to be called up than Oba is.
I think he is ready. I think Trick's ready to go. They just don't want to pull the trigger too early on him.
Especially after seeing some of his matches against Santana, against Joe Hendry, people that have been in big leagues, have been on main rosters.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was WWE Heatwave. Okay. Am I going to have to change the titles of our videos?
I don't think so.
I call them NXT Heatwave, but they call it WWE Heatwave, so I don't know. But let's move on to Sickoville.
Not yet.
Oh, what's he going to do?
Oh, we got to do ratings.
All right. Oh, yeah, the average rating for Heatwave. Rating. That's right. Let's do it. Shouldn't be that hard. There wasn't a whole lot of variance. My guess is it's going to be a 6 point something. Or a 5 point something.
Or both. Mine was a 6.83. Yours was a 5.83. Yep.
1 point difference. That's funny. Yeah, that 4 really took him down.
Yep.
On mine. I'd say that's fair.
6 rating point difference between the two.
That's so funny how, even though I gave this one an 8, it still didn't raise it up beyond
that 4. Yeah.
Beyond a 5. Yeah. Yep. All right.
Now I'll save the prediction points for the end.
Yeah, because I don't think we need to rub it in so far.
You son of a bitch.
The AEW might change things, though, so let's find out. All right. AEW kicked off with Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian, but not Nick Wayne because he was injured with a foot injury, so it was Killswitch. Before we do our rating for the match, let's do our top-level thoughts on Forbidden Door. And, yeah, top-level thoughts, just like we did for NXT.
It looked good. It sounded good. Oh, you go first this time. I went first.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. The crowd was really strong. It's London, so great crowd. Apparently, they set a wrestling attendance record at the O2 of like 18,000 and something.
18,992. I remember that because it was just 8 short shy of 9,000. Yep. Or 19,000, not 9.
You could definitely tell it wasn't a sellout because when the camera managed to get a glimpse of the hard cam side, there was definitely some seats missing.
It beat Money in the Bank from last year.
So that's not surprising because they charge fucking too much in WWE, man. They just charge too much. People can't afford it.
Yeah, the gate for Money in the Bank was probably double.
Oh, way bigger. Oh, yeah. Way bigger. But yeah, they just overcharge. I mean, I watched a video recently of SummerSlam where someone went there live, and I'm looking around at the seats.
Is it really overcharging if people pay it?
It's overcharging if they want to sell out, which I don't think they give a shit about anymore. They just care about how much money can we extract from this event more than how many people can we get in the building.
They care about price, dollar per head.
Yeah. what's the average dollar per head we can get out of this event?
Yep.
More than
between
how many
merch
people can we
and
fit?
ticket, dollar per head.
Yeah. Sad. Very sad. But, you know,
The only way to fix
business-wise, I get it.
is to not sell the tickets. It's for people to not buy them.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen. FOMO is real.
Yep.
And, you know, it's kind of sick. But yeah, that's what it is. The crowd was hot. I liked the stage. Stage was good.
Bare bone entrance.
Yeah, nothing over the top. I was fine with that.
You know, they didn't have the big stage and the walkway down, or the ramp.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the incline ramp was just a flat walkway like they do WWE shows when they, you know, sell out the building and have seats behind the entrance, which they kind of did a little bit, but
not totally.
Not like WWE does, like at the Raw premiere when they had that, just seating all around the arena.
Or when they do the baseball stadium shows.
Yeah.
Smaller entrance and they put people above it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think the presentation overall was decent. I do think they need to fix audio issues, though. I don't know what it is about AEW's audio, but they don't, like, if you watch an entrance for WWE, the music comes through very clearly. You watch AEW, and it sounds like you're listening to the music through a microphone in the arena.
Yeah,
rather than them pumping it into.
Kind of off sometimes.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, they need to fix that part, and they also need to get different cameras. I don't know what it is about AEW's cameras that just, I don't know. Like the presentation just, or maybe it's the lighting they use. I don't know. They need to figure that out. Right, let's do a rating for the first match. Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, Nick Wayne. Nope, sorry. Killswitch, Kip Sabian. Between two again. Where do I go? Damn. I went with the lower option. Spoilers.
Me too. And this, I must commend myself on my penmanship on this number. It's very crisp. Yay.
It's very crisp.
Yes, it is. It really is.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm very proud of it.
Can't wait to see it. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let me see it. Oh, it is very crisp.
Isn't it?
It looks pre-made.
Yes.
I like it.
Very proud of it.
You traced. Just be honest. You traced. You had a little trace mark. Sim31 says that 5 looks like AI.
Does not look like Al.
All right.
Or as our Secretary of Education would say, A1.
Yes, indeed.
Who our Secretary of Education in our country is, one Linda McMahon.
Yeah, that's scary.
Talking about A1 teachers instead of AI teachers.
Yeah, she's scary.
Because, Secretary of Education should know what AI is instead of...
I remember
A1.
when I thought she was like an intelligent lady. And then she started talking. And I was like, what is happening? This woman is crazy. All right. But so I don't have a summary for the match. But I do have the highlights and all that good stuff. So this match was 13 minutes, 45 seconds. Longer than all but one match on NXT.
Yeah.
And it's just the opener. All right. Notable moments and observations from the Bleacher Report. The crowd understood the assignment, singing Metalingus louder than the theme coming out of the speakers. Yeah, that was amazing. And then they continued after the song stopped playing. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that's their thing with him now, like it was with Jericho. With
Jericho.
Judas. Yeah.
Bryan Danielson joined commentary with Excalibur and Tony Schiavone to start the main show. It's pretty cool.
He's really good on commentary.
He's pretty good.
He adds. He's like a little better Taz, but without humor.
He had a little bit of humor, but it's very dry.
He's a very dry person.
Very dry. And I hate his laugh because it goes on too long. So this is a point that I was going to make. It says, while Killswitch arrived to his Christian given name, the crowd quickly chanted Luchasaurus at him. So, this part made no sense to me. I was like, you're going against Christian. He's the one that named you Killswitch. So why are you still calling yourself Killswitch if you hate him now?
He doesn't call himself anything. He's a dinosaur.
Sure. He's a Luchasaurus.
Yes.
He is. Do you think he should take off the mask and like call himself his real name? I don't even know what his real name is, to be honest with you.
I don't know.
Should I look it up? What is
That's his gimmick?
Luchasaurus's real name?
So he did spend some time in, I don't know if it was NXT at that time.
Oh.
I know he did spend some time in WWE developmental for a little bit.
He should not take off his mask.
No.
He does not scream menacing without the mask on. He screams hippie without the mask on. Not a good trade, I don't think. And his name is Austin Medelson. Which is okay.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Yeah. A little hippie-ish. And a goofy smile. I'd stick with the mask. But maybe change your name though. Killswitch and Luchasaurus are both not great names. So I would switch it up. I would Killswitch it up.
If he's a dinosaur, Luchasaurus, because that's his moveset, he, does some flips. He's somewhat Lucha-ish. For a dinosaur, that's a good name, Luchasaurus.
It is. Okay. But I mean, like Jungle Boy, it's kind of the same problem where it's like no one's going to take Jungle Boy seriously.
Or
Speaking of that, where is Jack Perry? What happened to him?
Matches Suckus.
Ooh. Hot take.
Jack Perry has not been seen since he lost his TBS championship to Daniel, or TNT championship to Daniel Garcia.
Is he injured?
However many months ago. No.
He's just taking time off, it looks like.
More time off.
Weird.
So since his suspension after the whole Punk incident at All In 2 years ago, he's been back in the company for like 6 months. Other than that,
weird.
He's been off AEW TV. Yeah, they're just paying him.
He likes to bench people.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars to not be on TV.
Imagine having that much money to just, waste.
Yeah.
What a life that would be. Let's see what other notes they have here. Cope let Christian start, but he tagged out quickly when Killswitch tagged in. Great spot. They smartly did not just turn Christian back to his face self. He's still Christian Cage, the father. So he's still like the chicken shit heel, but he's doing better good things. So as soon as he saw Killswitch tag in, he's like, well, fuck that.
Yep. And then even after the match, when Cope went for the hug, Christian just shook his hand.
Christian's like, like, get off me.
He, Edge tried to do the bro hug, but Christian wouldn't do it, and Edge, put both arms around him, and he just kind of stood there at his side, like pushed him off, and then just shook his hand again. So I'm glad they're not going straight to
nostalgia.
Babyface Christian. I'm sure that'll end up happening in Toronto.
Yeah,
at All In or at All Out, but I'm glad it.
I know. I was waiting for the 3-second pose at the end of the match. I was like,
at the very beginning when Christian came out for his entrance, and he, stood on the ropes like that with his growl on his face, and Copeland came up right next to him to do the same thing. I thought maybe they would do it right then, but never
they'll
did.
wait for All Out.
Yeah, I think so.
They'll do it in Toronto. Yeah. Copeland caught Sabian and threw him at Killswitch, who used Sabian as a powerbomb weapon to take down Cope. That was a funny spot. This caused Killswitch and Sabian to get more aggressive with each other, leading to Sabian complaining repeatedly to Mama Wayne.
Mama Wayne, Nick Wayne Mom.
Mama Wayne. Sabian got busted open big during the sequence, making him look like he was in constant peril down the stretch. Yeah, he was bleeding like a stuffed pig.
Yeah, I don't know what caused it. I didn't notice at the time what it caused it.
Yeah, it was like at the top of his head somewhere, because it was like under his hair, which is never a great spot to get cut open. Oh yeah, during the match, the crowd sang a modified "Hey, hey, Christian, ooh, I want to know, will you be my dad?"
Yeah.
I laughed I couldn't tell what they were saying, and I had to like tune in, and I was like, "Oh, that's funny." That was good.
Those UK crowds are something else.
They are great. They are great. So that's all the notes from the Bleacher Report. One thing I want to say is that I would have given this match higher praise, but two things bothered me. So basically everything Christian and Copeland did was great. Veterans, man. They know what the heck they're doing. Kip Sabian, I don't know what the hell was wrong with him in this match, but it seemed like his timing was off. He just wasn't into it. Something was off with Kip Sabian. I don't know. I kept watching him going like, yeah, it could have been nerves working with ENC. He just seemed off. And then they kept doing these like weird ass spots with Sabian and Killswitch where they like I can't even describe it. Like it's not like they were fighting. It's that they were like purposefully helping Christian and Edge or Christian and Cope. Like there was this one spot where Kip Sabian's up on the second rope beating Cope, like beating on his head, who's sitting on the top rope. And then Luchasaurus just kind of comes up underneath Sabian and puts him on his shoulders and then walks like 4 feet backwards, like he's going to do an electric chair drop.
Yeah.
And then Edge like spears him off the top or clotheslines him off the top of Lucha's or Killswitch's shoulders. And I'm like, why did he do that? Why did he put him on his shoulder? What was the goal here?
No idea.
And that happened like 2 or 3 times in the match where I'm like, whoa, like what? Like what is happening? Like it just there was just a couple of things in there where I was just like, I don't know what they were going for here, but whatever it was, it didn't work. It didn't work at all. It made no sense whatsoever.
It's like they have spots in their head that they want to do, but they don't make. But
there's no psychology as to why.
They just want to do the spots to get the reaction.
Yeah. The ending was really good. Cope protected Christian by spearing Luchasaurus off the apron onto the floor, and then Christian went for the unprettier. Missed it.
Like the old his hardcore match with Mick Foley.
You did that old school
flaming table, but there was no table there.
Yeah. And then Christian went for the unprettier on Kip, missed it. Kip Sabian ran the ropes to come back at Christian. Christian flapjacked him as Copeland was coming in for a spear in midair. Yeah, it was great, and that's how the ENC won the match. I mean, like I said, this match, it did a bunch of things right, and it did a bunch of things really wrong. And unfortunately, most of the things that were done right were Copeland and Christian, and most of the things that were done wrong were Sabian.
Yep. Now, that was the big homecoming for Sabian. He's from, I don't know if he's from London specifically, but so he could have just been nervous performing on that big stage in front of his home country.
Yeah. But people don't like it, or these companies don't like it when they put you in that spot and you don't deliver.
Nope.
It's not good. Not saying I would do any better. I'm just saying it's not good. All right. Anything else to say?
Nothing. Based on what happened later on in this, I'm sure we'll see something else coming up. But I guess now Nick Wayne goes back to Ring of Honor where he's the television champion, and Kip Sabian, I don't know.
Well, Nick Wayne's injured, so who knows how long he's going to be out.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, Kill Switch, I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's always the thing, this is always the thing with that AEW, they've gotten a little better on. But for the longest time that they failed on was the follow-up after pay-per-views.
Yep.
So that's always the big question. What's going to happen to people who lost the match?
Yep.
Obviously, Cope and Christian, it's clear they're going to have a big match at All Out.
Mm-hmm. Somebody.
If it's not for the title, if it's not for the tag titles, whoever they're up against, that match is going to overshadow the tag title match, if there is one.
100%.
And that's 100%. Not necessarily a good thing. If you have another tag match that outshadows, that overshadows your tag titles, it's not a good thing.
We're looking at you, Rock and Hogan. Should have been for the title.
Yep.
All right, how'd we do on predictions?
So, bonus question. We thought there might be some miscommunication that would result in, would it result in some kind of accidental contact between teammates, whether it be Christian and Cope or Killswitch and Sabian? We both thought there would, and I had to kind of go back and focus, rewatch this with a little bit more attention, and there was not. I was a little surprised there was not.
Not between Christian and Edge, no, but there was definitely some problems between Sabian and Lucha.
But Killswitch never accidentally hit Sabian, or Sabian never accidentally hit Killswitch.
Not unless you count the electric chair thing, which made no sense. I mean, I don't. Cool. Big fat nothing on that one.
Big fat wash on that. As far as the match prediction itself, I saw maybe a slim chance that they might lose, but neither one of us thought it would. Of 9 matches, this was not most confident, but we were pretty confident.
It was up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
all
6 and 7.
All righty. Next up was the TNT Championship. Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi. Rating. Ready? Nope, he's thinking. He's thinking.
Yes. Nope. Yes, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, so Kyle Fletcher did win via pinfall in 14 minutes, 40 seconds. Notable moments and observations from the Bleacher Report include the following. Walker Stewart replaced Tony Schiavone on commentary as this match featured the first New Japan Pro Wrestling talent. I thought he was really good, too. I liked him.
He did good, yeah.
Yeah, he did really well.
He's, of course, the American announcer for New Japan.
New Japan. Yeah, he's great. Fletcher showed his strength advantage against Hiromu in the corner, stopping a rally from the time bomb and planted him with a springboard avalanche back suplex, which was great. Great move. Hiromu laughed at the strikes of Fletcher and then kicked out of his rival's big boot before 1. And here's where I started to hate the match. You do not do Hulk Hogan Hulk ups on a mid-card match where no one expects Hiromu to win. And you definitely don't do jumping tombstones and kickouts of everything on a fucking mid-card match
on the second match of a 9-match pay-per-view.
Yeah, this match should have been the shortest, and it wasn't. And it should have been straightforward, and it wasn't. It was like it was fucking for like a main event title, and I'm like, you can't do this type of match every single time a match happens. You can't, because then it just doesn't. It doesn't flow. The card doesn't flow. It doesn't make any sense. It just. I don't know if this was just bad booking on the part of AEW or if this was like appeasement for New Japan, because they really didn't have that many people on the card, so they're like, well, we need to have a banger if in the matches where we do have somebody on the card. You know what I mean? Like, it could be that. I don't know what the relationship is between AEW and New Japan. Can't imagine it's amazing anymore because AEW continues to steal talent from New Japan. But I was annoyed.
I think
I was just watching
New
this.
Japan could get out of whatever kind of agreement they have and survive on their own, I think they might.
Yeah.
But I think they're just so strapped for cash that they just let it happen.
One must wonder if Tony's going to buy New Japan at some point.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see, where do we leave off here? The Time Bomb finally turned the pace with an apron DDT and Liger Bomb to the floor. Don Callis joined commentary to talk up Fletcher, but he slowly lost his words as Hiromu turned the tide. Yeah, I mean, I'll say it again. Fletcher's amazing. He deserves better than what he's being given. He keeps having these just matches where it's like, you're already higher than this, and you're also not higher than this. It's such a difficult thing to explain. He's got the match fundamentals and the technicals down pat. He's amazing.
Yeah.
But he has no psychology whatsoever.
Right.
Zero. And I don't know if that is just because of whoever's producing the match, and it's just the AEW style,
it's the or AEW
if he
style.
just, or if he just really doesn't understand what he's doing, and he needs to learn from like a WWE sports entertainer rather than an AEW 5-star sicko. You know what I'm saying? Like, the potential for Kyle Fletcher is so huge.
It is
to me.
He's got everything. He does the look. He's got the ring work. He just doesn't have the psychology. Slow down.
No. Yes, slow down.
And work.
Fuck. Yeah, like you had. Was this this is a nearly 15-minute match. Slow down. Tell a story. Don't just do moves. It's kind of infuriating. Yeah, my hope is that Kyle Fletcher's just the next one to jump ship to NXT, because he would kill it in NXT.
He just
absolutely kill it.
He just re-signed not long ago.
Oh, fuck me. What do these people see in this company? Oh, money.
Money?
That's right.
And stars.
Stars?
Star
ratings. Fuck. Money and star ratings. Yeah. You're aiming at the wrong thing, guys. You're aiming at the wrong targets. It's brutal. All right. Anything else you want to say about the match? I think I've made my point.
He's got a really great brainbuster for a finish.
He does. Yeah, he does.
And that's all I really remember from the match.
And his boot.
His finish. Yeah, and the boot. Yeah. It's just...
The Hulk up from Hiromu was just stupid.
It's just moves in a match. And that's probably...
There's no story.
I'll say that several times. It's just moves in a match. No one thought Takahashi was going to win. Everybody knew Fletcher was going to win. He wasn't going to drop a AEW title to a New Japan person that's only been on AEW TV twice.
Yeah, and that was the other part of my rating, was just like...
Yeah, I mean, it was, sure, it was a great match, really cool moves, and really cool finish, and
And that was it.
There was nothing that kept me interested in it. So
no emotion.
I got a 6. So you gave it a 6.
Yeah.
It's just,
I got to be harsher on this stuff because I'm tired of it. Like they haven't. Like I don't know if they don't. It's clear that to me that they don't give a shit anymore. Like this is just what they do. You know, if you want stories, you go to WWE. If you want matches and moves and honestly, this match didn't even make me go, oh.
No, it really didn't.
It just made me go, oh look, a jumping tombstone, and guess what? He's gonna kick out. Oh look, he kicked out. Like they. If you had asked me, there you go. Drop it to a 5. Good. If you had asked me 10 years ago, will the tombstone become a regular move in wrestling? I would have been like, fuck no. Someone would have to have the cojones to ask that man to use the tombstone, let alone it become a normal move.
Right.
And here we are 10 years later, and it was used multiple times on this night. It's I don't know.
Both inside and outside the ring.
Yeah.
And onto a table. Onto a broken table.
Oh yeah.
Already.
So yeah, it was 3 times. It was 3 times. Yeah, fuck me, man. Yeah. All right.
Yep. So mine got dropped to a 5.
Sweet. Anything I can do to bring down the sickos. You know, all the power to you if you like this stuff, but like I don't feel anything when I'm watching a match like this. I'm just watching a match. I mean, I might as well just go watch an indie show if I watch this stuff.
We'll get to good ratings later on, I bet.
We will. There are some good stuff on this show. Yeah. This isn't going to be a poop fest. Poop on the AEW fest.
All right, we ready for
Sim31 in the chat's yeah.
Nope.
Sim31 in the chat's probably just completely tuned out at this point because he just hates AEW. He's still here. He's still listening, but there was some good matches that we'll get to. But yeah, predictions. Let's go.
All right, predictions. Bonus question was, we knew Don Callis was going to be down there. Would he get kicked out from ringside? Sometimes he does. Sometimes he doesn't. He did not get up off commentary this time. So we both said no. We both got it right.
All right.
So that was a wash.
Okay.
In a non-surprise, we both thought that Fletcher was going to win. No point in him losing. This is not crisp.
This is not crisp.
Those are both 9s. We both were most confident in this match that Fletcher was not going to win. So
that's crazy. Nice.
The whole match itself was a wash. Bonus
the whole
and
match
prediction at all.
Yep. Yeah, it was entirely pointless from beginning to end.
Just like our predictions in this match.
Yeah.
Funny
all
how
right, next
that
match. Indeed. The TBS Championship, Mercedes Moné defending against CMML's Persephone, Stardom's Bozilla, and Alex Windsor, also from AEW. Let's do our rating. Ooh, I got a crisp one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty crisp. I like it. Mm-hmm. He's thinking. He's thinking. The deep in thought.
Actually went higher this time.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't have a question on this one. I knew my rating right away. 3, 2.
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Nope, I'm going back down.
Wow. The indecision is real. Wow.
Yes. Well, it is a female match, so I might as well act like a female and be indecisive.
Oh.
Ready?
Not going to get any fans from that. 3,
it's
2,
okay.
1.
They won't decide if I am right or not because they're indecisive.
Okay. Oh, burn. That's a crisp 6.
That's okay. Oh, your 5 is crisp. Nice and crisp.
Yeah, that 5 was crisp, man. I like that.
So 6 and a 5.
We haven't. We've made another thing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You always make the things. They just happen. Okay. So Mercedes Moné won by pinfall at 15 minutes 30 seconds. Let's get to Bleacher Report's notable moments and observations. Moné came out with a royal guard. 8 men holding 8 of her 9 current championship belts that she holds, which I put an asterisk next to because one of them is a trophy, not a championship belt.
Yes.
And the other, like most of the other ones are like, you've never heard of them. There's like a Polish championship belt.
Scottish.
There's like
English.
Yeah, they're just, I've never heard of some of these companies. And then it's like, okay, cool. I'm assuming she's going for 10. I think that's the story at this point, is she's going to be Moné 10 belts, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of dumb. I do think the whole idea of her holding all these belts is kind of funny in some ways, because it's like all of these companies have nobody better than somebody who visits them once in a blue moon to be their champion.
And I don't see how it's bringing
more eyes to the product.
The idea of it bringing more eyes to that company, sure, absolutely. But AEW does nothing to promote the belts, where they're from, and why we should be interested in Discovery Pro Wrestling in Scotland, and who she won, who she won it from, or who she won the CMLL belt on Grand Slam Mexico. So we saw that one. All the other ones we didn't see. We don't know who
she beat.
You have to look it up. She's gonna when she's gonna defend it, how we can watch it, all that stuff that you would want from your company that Mercedes holds your title on.
I can just picture Tony being like, no, you're not getting any more coverage. Your belt's going to be named, and your belt's going to be on our television show. That's all you get.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we can't pay you to put it on there, so okay.
Right.
Like that's kind of what is in my head going, like, that's happening, right? And it's like that kind of takes away from the whole thing, because it's like at the top of this whole stupid chain is this child billionaire who's just like tossing. Yeah. He just doesn't give a shit. He does what he wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really cool to have the entrance of her coming out holding one title and 8 guards holding
the
her other titles. Okay, cool. What are those belts, and where can I see them being defended at?
Yeah, they should be explaining this. They should be showing footage of the wins. They should be like really.
They might have mentioned it, but it's just in passing.
Yeah, there's no video package about it. Nothing.
Yeah,
and maybe they will if they get to the 10. Like maybe her 10th belt ends up being the AEW Women's Championship.
But she just lost a match for it.
I know. It's so weird, man. The booking makes no sense. It makes no sense.
I mean, I don't know. If I was one of the promotions, I would want, that's okay. Yeah. Have her win my title and, promote my company.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't.
But they have no leverage. So Tony's just like, nah.
Fuck you.
No. Fuck you. Your belt's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's continue on with their notables here. Everyone in the match got a chant from the crowd, but Windsor was the clear favorite, especially when she had control. I think she's from England.
She's from England,
if I remember correctly. Yeah. Bozilla dominated early, taking down both Windsor and Persephone, then throwing the CEO onto both on the outside. Windsor and Persephone worked together early and often to find a path to taking down Bozilla. All four women met in the corner where Windsor was the base for a 4-woman superplex, with the CEO taking the worst of it at the top. Monet caught Windsor and Persephone in a statement maker. They fought out, and Windsor turned it around into a double sharpshooter that Bozilla broke up. And Persephone finally got one up on Bozilla with a crucifix bomb, taking her out for the final stretch. But at the end of the match was just Mercedes doing a roll-up on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that people seem to be going kind of crazy for Bozilla online, and I didn't find her that good.
I did. I mean, she was... I mean, she has the look. I mean, she's bigger.
She didn't wrestle like a giant, though. She wrestled like any other women's wrestler, and I'm like, you're big. You should be wrestling slower and more like monster-y than what she did. And the few times she did, like, I think there was like a double suplex at one point where she did the count. She did the Big Show spot, where they try to suplex her and she counters it into her own double suplex. But I don't know if it was one of the girls didn't jump well enough for it, but it just didn't look like a monster spot. I don't know, man. I don't know. All the power to the people that like her. I was not impressed personally.
One spot that I remember, I think it was during the double sharp shooters. Bozilla stepped on their hands so they couldn't tap out. That was creative.
That was cool. Yeah.
The funny thing about her, or fun fact, she's a German-born wrestler, wrestling for a Japanese company in the UK for a North American wrestling company in a event by a North American wrestling company.
That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's only 21 years old.
Wow.
So I think...
Okay. Well, I forgive her then.
Yeah, I mean, there is not so much that, she didn't do great, but there is definitely some talent there that can be molded and made to be a lot better.
She big.
Definitely somebody that could be groomed, maybe not the best word to use.
Not the word, yeah.
Molded into a superstar. And superstar would be in one company and not the one that she wrestled for. So maybe even her or Persephone could be last year, or could be this year's Stephanie Vaquer, because Forbidden Door last year was when Stephanie had her match with Mercedes. And it was not long
got
after
a job
that.
Somewhere else.
Yep. And it was not long after that she ended up in WWE. So maybe at least one of these two will have that same fortune.
I don't think WWE needs any more women, though. Their women's roster is fucking stacked.
Do they need any more? No, but they
need more men is what they need, especially in NXT.
I mean, Bozilla's one. She's 21. She's one that you could stash away in NXT for a couple years and get her developed in a good way, rather than just throw her out there and let her have matches, which would happen in AEW.
My big takeaway from this match, surprisingly, was Windsor. I thought she was great.
She's really good.
Yeah, she's great. Really, I was like, never heard of you, but you did great. She's crisp. We're using that word too much. She's very technical in the ring. She's got power. She's got size. She looks like a star.
Yep.
I dig her. She's cool.
She is a little bit old. She's 31 already. So she's been in the business for a while.
Yeah, she got another decade. She's good.
Yep. That's if she doesn't want to have kids.
Yeah, there's always that question, right?
Yep.
Although in AEW it might be a little bit easier to work around that than in WWE.
I mean, sure, but that's a good 2 years of being out.
well, not necessarily. Becky was only out for like
18, I think. 18 months.
Oh God, it was less than that.
Was it?
Didn't she? Or was it her? Well, I can't remember which woman it was, but she was only gone for like 11 months, something crazy like that.
Ooh.
She came back real quick. She was like in and out, and she was like traveling with the baby. Can't remember who it was. And maybe I'm shy a little bit.
And Alex is the one that's Will Ospreay's fiance.
Yes, yeah, I saw that in the promo package later in the night.
Yeah, she was a narrator of it or something like that.
Yeah. It was like a letter to Will Ospreay, which we'll get to later. Yeah. Anything else we want to say about this?
She won with a roll up. All the moves, all the get your shit in, and a win by roll up.
It's a roll up win. Yeah. Let's protect Monet. All right. Predictions. How did we do?
Oh yeah, predictions.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because I have a list of this TBS title 4-way. On this one, I'm actually glad I was wrong. But it's a theme that's been running all night. Who eats the loss?
Ooh. I don't remember what I said.
So technically there were 4 choices. 3 if you take away who we thought was going to win. But
yeah. I think I said Windsor.
We chose 2 different people.
I don't know. And we're both kind of
headed. And like other questions earlier, we both got it wrong.
Wow.
I said Bozilla, which I was glad I was wrong, based on my opinion of her. And you did choose Alex Windsor.
So Persephone.
But instead it was Persephone.
All right.
It was the victim of the roll-up.
All right.
And I think that's what you said the win was going to be was a roll-up.
A roll-up. Yeah.
I think so.
That's so typical in these like triple threats and fatal 4-ways.
That's so typical of AEW.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh. Never mind. You'll see. As far as predictions, we both thought it was going to be Mercedes. I should have put a little bit more on it, but a couple of crisp number 5s.
Crisp 5s.
A couple of crisp 5s for the win.
All right.
So that match was a wash again.
Man. All right. Next up was the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Zack Sabre Jr. defending against Nigel McGuinness. This is the one I went back and watched because I was distracted by.
I want to go higher.
So do I, but
between
I'm not.
My 2. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going higher. Wait.
This match had a ceiling because of one specific reason that we all know.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Well, hold on. Yeah, no, I'm sticking with this.
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Probably for the same reasons.
Probably for the same reasons. Let's get into it. First to the wiki, Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Nigel McGuinness by pinfall in 17 minutes, the longest match of the night so far.
It didn't feel like it, though.
No. Let's get to
you
the...
said so far. Okay.
So far, yeah. Let's get to the notable moments and observations from Bleacher. In a pre-taped video before his entrance, McGuinness met Johnny Saint for a game of chess, figuring out a strategy for Forbidden Door. That was cool.
Yep.
Bryan Danielson had a blast on commentary, talking with Walker Stewart about the technical nuances that differentiate these men. Yeah, great commentary.
Yeah.
McGuinness struggled to escape the hand grip of the champion, but managed to at least get his middle finger up.
That was a cute spot. That was nice.
It was, but I will say that the middle finger is much too common in AEW. it sort of loses its meaning when so many people do it. It needs to be saved for specific people. Like Okada does it, Moxley does it,
and JF
Smocho does it. Yeah, like a lot of people do it. It's like, was it really necessary? No. Was it an amusing way to do it in this match? Yes, it was. It was amusing. Zack Sabre Jr. tried to catch McGuinness playing to the crowd, but it was a feint leading to a McGuinness lariat, which was brutal. Somehow Zack ended up like landing on McGuinness.
Yeah,
it was a really cool spot. Garcia, who was at ringside, tried to push the ropes closer to help his mentor, trapped in multiple submission holds, but the referee caught him and did not kick him out.
Did not kick him out.
Let him stay.
Yeah.
Just let him stay. The two had a series of uppercut competitions, one of which bloodied the nose of Zack Sabre Jr. The challenger almost took the win with a pair of ripcord lariats. Zack Sabre Jr. and Garcia jaw-jacked at ringside, and the distraction allowed the challenger to catch the champion, with the Tower of London for the near fall. After the match, Tony Schiavone announced a new wrestling record, which we talked about earlier. This match was exactly what you expected it to be, a technical
spectacle
showcase, or as Bryan Danielson calls it, a scientific match. Because it's just a series of holds and holds and holds, which eventually
reversals.
Sort of, it did dilute into a, I don't want to call it a brawl, but they did start smacking each other a bit with those uppercuts and some lariats and whatnot. Now let's talk about why we turned it down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we both agree that it was obvious as sin who the winner of this match was going to be.
The same as Fletcher versus Takahashi.
Which takes away from the match when you know who's going to win.
Yep.
Number two, I don't know. I kind of expected Garcia to get involved. After you talked to me about it, and nothing happened. They just planted more seeds for it to happen eventually, I guess.
But
Nigel,
if you want to turn him heel, if you really want to turn him heel, you do it to Nigel
in front of the British crowd
in London.
Yeah,
that would have gotten so much heat. But now they'll do it on Nigel's commentary on Collision. Maybe he'll have him match on Dynamite. I don't know. But now they'll do it on a random Saturday night in front of 1,400 people on Collision.
Or maybe they'll have maybe he has a match at All Out in Canada.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe he's got fans there. I don't know.
He is from Buffalo, which is obviously near Toronto.
So he's not English?
No, Daniel Garcia.
Oh, okay.
No, Nigel is British.
Yeah,
but doing Garcia turning heel in Toronto near Buffalo is not gonna.
That's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea. Yeah, you do it to Nigel in London.
Yeah, missed opportunity for sure.
Yeah, if that's what the end game is. So
yeah,
but just the obvious, and why I had to go back and verify. Because I thought the match was better. I thought this match was better than the Fletcher match, but I want to make sure I rated it. I still rated it higher than Fletcher. Because it was, it was a really technical match, and then when they couldn't win technically, they started brawling.
I will say I didn't like the uppercut spot. They don't. The uppercuts are. Some people do them really well, and then others do them okay, and then some do them really poorly. And I felt like they fell somewhere in the middle. There was a couple of really good uppercuts, but then there was a whole bunch in the middle of that exchange where it was obvious as sin that they were just like going against their chest, low on their chest.
Claudio. they look really cool, but you can tell
they're too low.
They're way too low.
Yeah. Yeah, Orton's are great.
Yeah.
But he only does one, you know. He just boom.
It's like
to get knocked down.
Gunther with the chop too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
if you get hit with the chop, you get knocked down.
Yeah, you know, if your uppercut's really that good, you only need to do it once.
Yeah, that's that AEW thing again.
Yep. When they'll just stand in the ring and uppercut each other.
Yeah.
Or chop each other for 2 minutes straight. Back and forth. And then for me, the ending with the reversals. And just a quick win. That was after seeing that.
Kind of out of nowhere.
And then, coming out of nowhere, it was okay. It's just, I mean, I guess it makes sense for this kind of a match. But then later on in the title match, that big spot later on that I'll bring up or we'll talk about in the title match.
Okay. Yeah. I still thought it was good. It just it had some strangeness to it. Some strangeness.
And for me, it was kind of cool because I don't see these two wrestle much. So it's cool to see.
I love Zack Sabre Jr. He's fantastic.
He
I
really
cannot believe that he is not in one of the big companies at this point.
He was in the first Cruiserweight Classic.
Yes, he was. That's where I first ever saw him, was the Cruiserweight Classic. And I was like, holy shit, this guy's crazy.
Yeah. I remember it being a big deal that he was in there in a match in WWE.
My best guess is he has no interest in being in AEW or WWE. I think he's such a traditionalist that he just doesn't really give a shit if he's in front of a WWE crowd.
AEW because New Japan won't be able to pay him what he wants and what he probably earns.
Deserves,
yeah.
All right, predictions. Let's get this over with. This was an easy one.
Well, we brought it up. Was Garcia going to turn on Nigel? I talked you into an answer, just like you talked me into an answer earlier. But
damn it,
unfortunately, I had the same answer. So we both got it wrong.
Shit.
And just like the Fletcher match, I thought there was absolutely no chance he was going to win. And there was another one you were more confident on, but regardless, we both got it wrong, or both got it right. I'm sorry. Me for 8, you for 6.
Yeah, you gained some ground there.
Yep.
You gained some ground. All right. Next up was the AEW World Tag Team Championship 3-way, which did not end up being an elimination match, even though their Instagram said it was.
And it was not a Tornado Rules match, which Excalibur said was going to be that at the beginning of the match.
Yep, and then it ended up being an actual tag match. So, let's give our rating here. How harsh do I want to go?
No. All right.
Do I go lower? I could go lower, but this will be low enough, I think.
Oh, God. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page, at least.
Wow. You debated going lower.
Yeah.
We'll get you son of a bitch.
All right. So this was Hurt Syndicate versus FTR versus Bro fucking Dito. And Bro Dito won in in 15 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's get to the Bleacher Report highlights. From the 0 hour, Queen Amanita and Tekla continued to brawl, returning back to the ramp. Julia Hart and Sky Blue helped her capture Amanita, but Jamie Hayter made a shock return for the save, which was a very strange way to do it. Very strange way to do that.
Well, big thing last year.
Between matches.
Jamie Hayter returned from injury last year at All In London on the pre-show.
Oh, no.
It happened.
You know what would happen to her if she was in WWE? She'd get the axe by now for being injury prone.
Yeah.
I like Jamie Hayter, though.
Or she could stand in as a double for Becky Lynch.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. So the actual match, the Hurt Syndicate isolated Bandito while FTR refused to tag in, which I thought was funny. The crowd wanted King, and he finally got the hot tag to run over everybody. Gotta love Brody King. The crowd went wild when King and Lashley faced off for the first time, beginning the meat chants. That was a good moment.
That was the singular moment that I remember the most.
Yep.
Was them just staring down each other in the crowd.
Yep.
Loving
Going
it.
Crazy.
Yep.
The Almighty planted him with a spine buster, but he fired back up and clotheslined Lashley out of the ring. So let's get to our actual thoughts on this match, which is, I gave it a 3, you gave it a 4, so this was not good.
Nope.
I don't remember almost any of the wrestling of this match because it was completely overshadowed by two things. Number one, the King and Lashley face-off, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, because it's moments.
But number two, what's that?
Because it's moments. The matches are about.
Because it's a moment.
Moment. Yep.
Exactly. Actually, three things. So that's one. Number two, the absolute pussy, ridiculous method that they used to get the Hurt Syndicate out of taking a loss. Some other tag team comes in and picks a fight with them, and they just get they just leave.
There's reasoning.
Oh, sure.
Well, I'll cover it. Don't worry.
Okay. So obvious. Where do I even start? Obviously, the bullshit that we heard a bit ago about the Hurt Syndicate and MVP being hard to work with, got to be true at this point.
Okay, I didn't know how much you had heard or read of that stuff.
I heard. I don't read the dirt sheets anymore, but it came up on one of the talk show, the wrestling talk shows that I watch, like Stevie Richards or something like that. I remember him they're just refusing to put people over. They don't want to lose to just anybody.
Yeah, that there's certain teams they don't want to lose to, and blah blah blah.
And then there was the whole MJF thing where they just dropped that because they just didn't like it. I'm just like, you guys held the titles for how long? And then you lose them, but you didn't get pinned.
Right.
Or submitted. So you didn't pass the torch. You just held the titles and then said, fuck you, tradition. Don't give a shit.
And seemingly not in a way where they can come back and say, we lost our titles, but we didn't lose the match.
Yeah. They can't do that now because they left.
Right.
They were like, peace. We got to go deal with this problem now.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who it was that interfered and
it was Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. Oh, but there's
why?
a reason. There's a reason.
You got to explain this to me.
So, if it's long-term storytelling, TJ. Long-term storytelling.
There's no such thing in AEW.
But they find a way to tie it back to stuff. So several months ago, when Ricochet was obviously by himself and not with any backup, he had talkings with MVP. MVP gave him I think this is before he did his little doctor gimmick with the scissors. He
this was
gave him a
before
card.
that.
Let's talk business sometime.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
And MVP ended up ripping the card back from him, from Ricochet.
Okay. Don't if you stop there and that's all it was.
Okay.
That's all. That's it.
Yeah. However many months ago, you told me I wasn't good enough to be in your group or something like that. They did, one of those, like how WWE
one of those backstage
does
segments.
One of those backstage digital, like WWE does. Yes. Exactly what it was.
So we're supposed to believe that Ricochet was pissed off at that and waited half a year to do something about it?
To cost them the titles. Yes.
What a load of shit. What a load of shit.
Long-term storytelling, TJ.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the
you know what that is? That's not long-term storytelling. That's searching the bottom of the barrel for any fucking reason to not lose my titles to anyone that I don't want to.
Yes.
What a load of crap.
Yes.
I
shit you not. That's what it was.
That's so stupid. How is this allowed? Like, you know what's funny about this is that, like, Tony is supposed to be this, like, child billionaire playing with his toys, right? But so why doesn't he just tell these idiots, you're losing the belts and you're going to lose them to who I tell you to lose them to? Why do they have any say? I don't get it.
That's
you should have some say. But not
to me. That's definition of creative control.
Yeah, like they have created. It's WCW all over again. We're like, nah.
No, they don't have creative control in the sense that Tony's the one that makes the decisions. Well, yeah, Tony made the decision, but he was kind of forced into it.
Yeah, he was bullied into it, and it's like, how did you get bullied? You're the one who pays them, you idiot.
Yeah.
Not you, Tony.
Obviously. Right? Yeah.
Just so no one gets confused.
You know who wouldn't put up with that?
Vince. Yeah, or Triple H. They don't put up with that. Like, I used to have, like, I try my best to, like, give these guys the benefit of the doubt because I was, like, so annoyed when what were they originally called? Hurt Business, when that was shut down way too early. But now I'm wondering, did it get shut down because you guys were a bunch of dicks who didn't want to play and you just wanted to do everything your way and you kept arguing with people?
Yeah.
Is this a sign of what actually occurred back then? Because if it is, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
You got to play the game. You can't just be like, no, I don't want to lose that guy. You got to play the game. You got to work within the system. You got to. What a joke. It just makes the titles look worthless. And it makes them look like jackasses because if it's the case, they are. But that being said, how much of this is MVP and how much of this is all three of them? Like, I don't know. There's no way to know, right?
Yeah.
But it definitely seems like MVP is the only one vocally being like kind of a dick. You know, I don't hear Shelton being a dick. I don't hear Lashley really being a dick.
No. And I mean, if you wanted Brody, if you wanted Brodito to win, I mean, you had that moment of the standoff between the two. I don't know if that's one of the teams that they said they wouldn't want to lose the titles to, but if you wanted to make Brody, if you wanted to make that team, and Brody in particular, because you were willing to have that standoff with them, that got that kind of a reaction. Imagine what it would be for Brody King to pin Bobby Lashley after that.
It'd be sick.
Yeah, I just sent it to you in the chat.
Oh, is that the explanation?
Ricochet's explanation, yes. It's 40 something seconds. Yeah.
Let me see if it'll pull up.
You got to watch an ad. 'Cause 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 ' so freaking dumb.
Wow. That's it. Wow.
Yeah.
What a joke.
That's it.
And I'm not mad at Ricochet or them for it, because they've just been brought in to facilitate this ridiculousness. And also, I'm happy for Brody King. I'm happy for him. Good for him. But at the same time, your idea of having FTR win the titles and then facing Cope and Christian for the titles at All Out in Toronto just made so much sense to me that I was like, there's no way that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And instead, like nothing happened the way that I thought it was going to happen, and not in a good way.
Right. So now if it's going to be if Edge and Christian and FTR at All Out, which
it's not going to be for titles.
It's not going to be for a title. If you have
unless
that match,
they get them in between now and then, but that's not a lot of time.
Right. And that would just make this a transitional title change.
Why not just give it to FTR to begin with?
Why not just give it to FTR to begin with?
Yeah.
So, but my point, if you have Edge and Christian against FTR, that's going to overshadow any tag team title match. So
just don't bother having a tag team title match. Yeah. Like, just don't bother.
Or have a three-way. But that would be the third pay-per-view in a row where the tag titles are on a...
Yeah, you can't do that. No.
Triple threat. And the ending was really confusing.
Oh, it was so confusing.
Because it looked like there was...
And then it was botched, too.
Yeah, like the refs missed a count, so they just recovered them and counted the three again. It was just totally off.
Now you can see why I wanted to drop it to a 2. It had one good thing. 2 if you count Brody and Bandito winning.
Yeah.
But really, it only had the standoff being like a moment to remember, and the rest of it was just like a wash.
You could have had MVP get into it with Stokely because they were both ringside.
Yeah.
But nothing.
Yeah, this right here, this match is everything that's wrong with AEW.
Yeah.
It's a perfect image of what they absolutely need to fix.
You've got the inmates running the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got nonsensical endings and just all kinds of tomfoolery. But you've got stars. You've got stars in the company that you can build on, like Brody King.
Love Brody. Yeah.
I don't know why he's not gotten a singles push.
I have no fucking idea. It makes no sense.
He's like the king of the luchadors. He's always paired with luchas until they found this pairing with him and Bandito.
Yeah. Brody King is the Chad Gable of AEW.
Okay.
Just don't do anything with him. Why?
Yeah.
Why? He's just sitting there. Anyway. All right. I think we've punched the shit out of AEW enough for that. Yeah. Good Lord. Well deserved, though.
Yep.
Well deserved. All right. Prediction time.
So we did this prediction based on the assumption that it was going to be an elimination. Or,
we didn't even talk about that. What a fucking stupid match. We didn't even talk about that. It's a triple threat, no disqualification with tags. So stupid.
Yeah. So you found it that they had advertised it originally as an elimination.
Elimination.
Yeah. And then when they first started the match, or before they started the match, Excalibur said it was going to be a tornado tag match where one person from each team was going to be in the match. But as it turned out, it was neither. It was just a straight tag match with 2 people in, and anybody can tag in.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
I hate this style of match. I just hate it. It's just stupid. There's no disqualification. There's no reason.
And it always breaks down into 3 people or more in the ring.
Yeah.
Every time.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It's one of those like wrestling tropes that just has always sucked, and I don't understand why they just continue to do it.
Yep.
When you have multiple tag teams in a match, you just have to make it automatically a tornado tag match. You just have to do it.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah. That's dumb. All right.
But we did the bonus question based on that. The question was, who was going to be the first team eliminated?
That was me beating on the match.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
The first team eliminated, I guess we could have changed it to what team takes the loss. Could have done that. But either way, we would have gotten it wrong because we both picked Bandito. So
that's so funny.
0.
That is so funny. That's the this is easily a record for the most like wrong picks that we've gotten. Which means we didn't get anything for the predictions either.
TJ, question for you.
Yeah.
How many teams?
Yeah.
How many teams were in the match?
3.
Okay. How many guesses do we have between the two of us? 2 teams, right?
Yeah.
Guess what?
None.
3.
Was that the 4th time in a row?
Or 5th? I don't know, something like that. Yeah.
We are not batting great.
No. So that match was a wash. Although I missed out on 4 points, you missed out on 2 points. Obviously, I picked FTR and you picked the Hurt Syndicate to retain. And because of the booking that I had going forward after that, which I thought made sound sense, and I guess that's why I got it wrong, that was my Shucky Ducky Quack Quack pick of the show.
Yes, it was. Swing and a miss.
That was a swing and a miss.
All right, next up, AEW Unified Championship, Okada defending against Swerve Strickland. Let's do our rating here. He's thinking. There is another match that this ties with for very similar reasons.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, yep. You got it, sir. All right. So, Okada won by pinfall at 16 minutes, 30 seconds. Heading on over to the Bleacher Report for notable moments and observations. Jim Ross joined commentary for this match. Good to see him. Swerve's first dive to the outside caused some pain in his knee. When Okada tossed him to the floor, the mogul was in serious pain. Swerve fed off the crowd's energy, but the Rainmaker continued to wear him down, hitting an especially vicious brainbuster on the steel steps. The mogul planted Okada with a super Olympic slam off the top rope. Due to neck pain, though, he could not pin him, and the Rainmaker responded with a tombstone on the floor. In a rare moment for Okada, it was Swerve that managed to switch the wrist control and batter the Rainmaker with short arm lariats. Which, by the way, let's just put this out there. The Rainmaker is a short arm lariat.
Yes.
Why does Okada have a short arm lariat spot where he just repeatedly short arm lariats a guy? What is the difference between those short arm lariats and the Rainmaker?
Because one is named a Rainmaker.
Fuck me, man.
That's why. Because, pal.
Stupid. Stupid. The mogul avoided the Rainmaker twice, then hit the Swerve stomp, but was slow to pin due to the impact on his knee, setting up only a near fall. But the match ended after he went for a, what does he call his drive-by? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
A drive-by kick.
Or the house call.
The house call.
Yeah, the house call.
No, is it the house call?
One of them's a house call.
No. It's the sideways kick that he does. He missed that, and then Okada picked him up and did the Rainmaker for the win. After the match, a big man made his return to AEW. Wardlow came back and beat the snot out of Prince Nana as Swerve looked on and joined the Don Callis family.
You sure that's the Don Callis family? I could have sworn that was like the 1998 NWO with 40 members.
Right. I love how all of them came out and it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And they weren't even all
How
there.
many people are this?
Yeah.
No. And then Takeshita comes out at the end and stares down Wardlow and they're like, yeah, we're in the Don Callis family.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this company? That being said, though, I loved the match. The match was actually pretty good. Again, I don't like the tombstone bullshit. Hate that. I love these two guys. They wrestle really well. But it had its AEW-ish crap in it, with the tombstone on the floor and, just some stupid stuff. But that being said, though, this was probably one of the more WWE-ish matches on the card where it felt like it told a story. It took its time. It wasn't just about the moves. Like it actually did stuff. It wasn't just moves. It was, he sold the neck. He sold, like there was actually some work going on.
And Okada, I maybe more so his age, but he does more of that style than a lot of people. I mean, when a lot of his matches in AEW look like he just phones it in. But when
he's been picking it up recently, though.
When he on pay-per-view, he will step it up.
Yeah.
He's like
with me. It's the only shit I watch for AEW.
Yeah.
So that's fine with me.
Yeah. I mean, going into it, and I mean, I didn't really base my prediction on it. Because I thought Okada was going to win anyway. Swerve kind of said that he had a torn meniscus since 2019 when he was in developmental in NXT, basically. And
so you think he's going to take some time off?
Yeah, he's actually already tweeted out that he's had the surgery already this week.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was, after this, he was going to be taking time off. Whether or not, I mean, can you go 6 years at this type of matches that he's had with a torn meniscus? I don't know. But yeah, so I think that's a good way to write him off, with the beat down on his knee, and I guess essentially write Nana off too.
Yeah.
Because, that's all.
Yay, we get to look forward to Swerve coming back against Wardlow. Yay.
Yeah, maybe.
Yay.
Is it Wardlow or is it just the Don Callis family? I don't know. Whatever. But I mean, the match was really good. Shorter than what I thought it was going to be. I thought, Swerve going out, knowing that he was going to be going out, I thought it might go a little bit longer and he'd try to make it as good as he could, which he still made it really good. But it was all right. It was still really good.
If it wasn't incredibly obvious that Okada was going to win, it would have been better.
Yeah.
But I just never believed that Swerve was going to win. So that's why I gave it a 7, because that's what I gave the Nigel and Zack Sabre Jr. match.
Yeah.
It would have got an 8, maybe even a 9 if there was some hope that Swerve was going to win this, but it just seemed entirely unlikely.
Yep.
That's why story is so important, guys. Story is important. But I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah, it was really good.
If you've got nothing else, let's do predictions.
Oh, no, holy smokes. So just like Okada's match at All In. Was it All In? Yeah, it was All In against Omega. Thought it might go a long time. So the over-under I set at 21 minutes.
Did we? Oh, we both went over, didn't we? Is this another wash?
So this is one of the ones where I had to go back and watch our show to see what we had predicted. This is one of the ones that I had not recorded our votes. And your quote, I think, was, "I'm not getting caught on that under shit again."
Son of a bitch.
So,
as I already stated, it was 16:30.
Yep, we did both pick the over.
I didn't even realize that when I said 16:30. I should have remembered 21.
You said, quote, "I'm not getting caught on that under shit again." I'm going. God
damn it.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that now. So like you said, we both had an inkling that Okada was going to win. I wasn't quite as sure as you. I went with 2 and you went with 3.
Okay. It's not looking good for you.
What are you trying to say?
Good. I thought this was going to be a lot closer. I could have sworn that we were different on some big ones. Oh, well, there's one coming up. So let's get to that one, because it's next. AEW Women's World Championship. Timeless Toni Storm defends against Athena. Let's do our rating. I have not a crisp number. I have an ugly number. Oh, he's still thinking. Okay. And I don't mean ugly by how low or high the number is. It's just I wrote it ugly. I kind of want to redo it, but I'm not going to.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Whoa! Holy cramoly!
You might have to talk me down a little bit, apparently.
Or you might have to talk me up. Let's find out. Timeless Toni Storm defeated Athena by submission in 15-15. This was Athena's Casino Gauntlet cash-in. Over to the Bleacher Report for notable moments and observations. Bryan Danielson highlighted how Storm struggled to wrestle her usual style with her neck injury in his best call of his great commentary night. I don't think it was just great. I think his best commentary was the
Nigel.
The Nigel match. The Timeless One took out Billy Starks. Oh, Billy Starks at ringside early with a Storm Zero on the floor. I did like that, so that we didn't have to worry about interference. It was a good call on that.
Yep.
The Forever Champion responded with a shotgun drop kick into the LED barricade, causing it to short circuit, which it really didn't short circuit. It just turned off.
Yep.
Because, well, we'll talk about it later. But it was a cool spot. Athena made it a point to bully referee Aubrey Edwards, who would not back down to her attack. The Forever Champion teased a pile driver on the steps, but the Timeless One bit her way free and sent Athena into the LED barricade, which turned it back on. which the crowd popped for. They were like, "Oh, it's back on." I thought that was funny.
Small things like that are cool.
Yeah, they are cool. That's funny.
That was
good call.
That was a really cool thing.
Yeah. Storm caught Athena with a Storm Zero for a near fall, then went for a pile driver on the apron, but Billy Starks returned and saved the Forever Champion by pulling the apron, setting up an O-face on the apron. Which I still hate that name for her finisher. Okay. So a 7 and a 9. Interesting.
No, yours was
sorry,
6.
6 and a 9.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I really liked this match, but I had a few problems with it. Which I sound so negative on the show sometimes. Problem number one, Athena. This is a double-edged sword here. So on the positive side, I've never seen Athena this emotive before, and this animated before, in a smart way. So like, my experience with Athena is Ember Moon.
Yep.
Which was a while ago now, right? And back then she was kind of just focused on the moves, and then she would occasionally scream, and that was basically her whole. That was it.
Oh, she babyface or heel?
In this match?
No. When
back
you
then?
Saw her as Ember Moon.
Babyface.
Right.
Yeah. Now she's a heel,
right?
Obviously,
and I think that has something to do with that part.
I would agree. I thought she was very emotive. I thought she did very well. The double-edged sword part of it, though, was that she didn't seem to take the match very seriously, and that kind of came off as like, well, if you don't take Toni Storm seriously, who do you take seriously? You know what I'm saying? It was kind of just like the psychology of the match kind of like turned off a little bit, where I'm like, if you're not taking her seriously, then it's like, okay, I don't expect you to win now. You know what I mean?
I guess that's her persona as the forever champion, the cocky forever champion, because she still is a Ring of Honor champion.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I don't know her persona in ROH, so I guess that's a little off for me. I also don't think that they meshed very well. I thought there was a little chemistry issue. Toni seemed to like stutter a lot with Athena. Like, I actually thought that Athena was on point this match. Like, this is probably the most impressive I've ever seen her. I was just like, whoa, holy shit, she can move. She's crisp. She's nailing everything. And then Toni, for the first time in this, was like, oh, she's kind of missing their timing a little bit. She's a little sluggish. Is the makeup blinding her? Like, she had a lot of makeup on.
Yeah. Almost like a mime.
Something just seemed off. Yeah. Definitely mime or Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
Kind of look. But she just seemed off in this match, or Athena just seemed that much better, which I was like, which one is it?
Athena,
I don't know.
Just being better.
Yeah, Athena was on point, man. Like, she was in the zone, the O zone.
Yeah.
So I was super impressed by Athena, but the match itself just didn't connect with me the way that I wanted it to. And then just, her not taking things seriously kind of put me off for some reason. And then what was the finish? It was Storm tapped her out with a rear naked choke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of reversed it into a rear naked choke, and Athena tapped out.
Yeah. Which was disappointing to me. I was like, if anyone's going to beat Toni Storm, it's got to be the ROH champion, right? Nope, apparently not.
It's not the TBS champion. It's not the ROH champion.
So Toni should just retire now. Just be like, no one can beat me. It's fine. Because who does she have left now?
Nobody in that division.
She's defeated everyone.
Yep.
It's like, which I don't know, man. That's one problem that AEW has with a couple of its champions, both ironically women, is you can't have them run down the whole roster. You have to build somebody up secretly.
There's
two,
and then there's everybody else.
Right. And then Toni's beaten her.
Yep.
So
yeah, you got the one that's the top champion, and then the second championship, she holds 9 titles.
Yeah.
And then there's everybody else.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But why did you pick a 9? Because you seem to be amazed with this match.
They told a story. They told a good story. The story of the match was Toni and her neck. Because Toni received a pile driver on the steps on Wednesday on Dynamite. And that carried into this match. And Athena tried to do it. They took out Billy Starks. She made a comeback later on in the match, but they made a point to take her out. So it was 1-on-1. Athena, it was just a great match between the two. I also kind of based it off of this being a better match than the next one.
Oh.
And what my rating may be for the next one.
Oh, interesting.
Because I think this was the best match of the night.
Oh.
Because
interesting.
Of reasons that we marked down other matches. Because this one could have been.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because this one could have been won by either one. Either one I could have seen win this. I can't say that for 7 out of the other matches on the card.
That's true.
Pretty much.
That's true. You're talking me up a little bit.
I mean, making it a 7 wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah, make it a 7 for me.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I was more intrigued in watching this one develop instead of just seeing how it ends.
Okay.
Like the other match, Fletcher. Sure, it's going to be a match. I know who's going to win. How are they going to win?
Right.
This one, it was, I was more interested in watching the actual match and then seeing
the
ending, seeing the whole match versus just seeing how they won.
So, yeah, that's a good point.
I liked it.
That's a good point.
And I thought it was the best
You've
match.
Convinced me.
So, change yours to a 7. I'll keep mine as a 9.
Yeah, I'll change mine to a 7. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't get to a 9.
Nope.
But I did like it. All right, predictions, my friend. Predictions.
What was the... Oh, yeah. Who was going to be the first to attempt a pin?
No idea.
I had to go back and re-verify this to watch because I wasn't paying attention to that watching it the first time through.
Didn't remember that one.
And you kind of talked about the spot where it came right after. It was after the shotgun dropkick into the LED board to turn it off. After Tony took out Billy, Athena shotgun drop kicked her. And after that, put her in the ring, did one more move, and then attempted a quick cover. So Athena went for the first cover, which we both thought would happen. Something like that.
Another watch.
Early in the match, just a couple minutes in, try to get a quick
Makes
cover
sense.
after a big move.
Yep.
And I will say beforehand, this was your shucky ducky quack quack pick of the week.
Yeah. This did not work out for me.
I just thought Tony would end up winning. And I do not need to write that number for you because you did not get it right.
No.
I went for 3 and 1, and you went for a certain amount and lost. So
yeah, I went for 4. I think
I made up some points for you, or made up some points.
You did,
or possibly extended my lead. We will find out later.
Who knows? All right, we got 2 matches left. AEW World Championship. Hangman Adam Page defends against MJF.
How much do I want to take off?
Well, I know you're not giving it a 9.
All right.
3, 2, 1. All right. Yeah, this was. Well, we'll get into it.
I think that's the first
All
one
right,
that
so
you
this
rated
was
higher
the-
than me all night.
Yeah, it is. So this was the second longest match of the night at 31 minutes 40 seconds. Let's get to Bleacher Report's notable moments and observations. Paige got arguably the biggest pure pop of the night, while the fans also sang along to MJF's theme. Funny. The Cowboy brought the fight to the ringside area early and had to be taken down from using a steel chair by referee Bryce Remsburg. As a reminder, this was if you get DQ'd, if the champion gets DQ'd or counted out, he loses the title. After targeting the left arm often, MJF countered the buckshot lariat into the Salt of the Earth. The Salt of the Earth grabbed the timekeeper's table and carried it. What? The Salt of the Earth grabbed the timekeeper. Okay, whatever. MJF grabbed the timekeeper's table and carried it to the ramp. After a brawl, the Cowboy used it himself for a deadeye through the table. How he didn't get disqualified for that, not entirely sure.
AEW.
Because AEW.
Yep.
MJF lured Hangman outside and caught the cow. Okay, here, hold on. I had this moment. I forgot. I should have wrote this down. Okay. This is how dumb I think this is how my brain is programmed to think about how stupid AEW thinks about its rules. My immediate thought when the ref did not call for the DQ. Can you guess why he didn't call?
Why?
Because the table was wrapped in a sheet, so he couldn't tell that it was a table. That's where my brain instantly went. I'm like, is that why he didn't call? Because he couldn't clearly see that it was a table, so, it was covered. Could have been a table, could have been nothing. Could have been air, I don't know. It only went there for a fraction of a second, but I laughed out loud and I went, that could be why.
Because it was MJF that set it up? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't fucking know. So stupid, though. But it was a cool spot. AEW. MJF lured Hangman outside and caught the Cowboy running, sending him face first into a steel chair to bust him open. This has skipped. Oh, no, it didn't. He didn't skip it. He then followed up with a tombstone onto the broken table, which also didn't get a DQ. Because reasons.
But when
and then demanded a count out.
But when he was setting up the table originally, they were talking on commentary, he's risking disqualification. Yeah. Why is he going to get himself disqualified?
Yeah, so even commentary was like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
Why the fuck didn't he get DQ'd?
They're talking about how it was going to be a DQ for putting Hangman through the table. But
I think at one point, Excalibur said the referee being extremely lenient on the rules here for the sake of the championship.
That's just covering.
And yeah,
that's like just covering for the bullshit.
Yeah, it's covering for the absolute nonsense. The whole entire story is that MJF's trying to anyway. We'll get to more of that later. Hangman did make it back into the ring at 9. Thankfully, it wasn't one of those stupid I'm dead until 9.5 seconds and then jump back in the ring. Hangman did kind of like do one of these and slipped on the table at 9 seconds, and so I can't go on him for that because he did do it pretty well this time. Maybe he listens to the show. Hi Paige.
Yeah, hi Paige.
Like you.
Yeah,
You're good. Then MJF exposed to the turnbuckle, but Hangman was the one to send him face first into it, breaking him open. The crowd chanted, "You deserve it." Again, no DQ. Because reasons. After the two rolled back and forth through roll-up attempts, Hangman caught him with a deadeye for a near fall. Fight forever chants rang out afterward. MJF tried to get Hangman to use the Dynamite Diamond ring, including spitting in his face. But the Cowboy, instead of using the Dynamite Diamond ring, just spit back in his face.
Oh, he hawked a big one.
Yeah, hawked a big old lug. Big old lug. I don't remember what the finish was. Do you?
Which finish?
Oh, there was 2?
Oh, yeah.
Don't remember. I watched a lot of wrestling in the last 24 hours.
When MJF pinned Paige.
Why do I not remember that?
There was a ref bump originally.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember exactly. I think they just pushed him into the ref. MJF. Oh yeah. MJF was teasing using the ring again. The ref took the ring. MJF slid in the ring, hit Paige in the head with the contract clipboard, knocked him down.
Oh yeah.
Did the little DDT thing on the rope or the pile driver thing, like the rocket something pile driver thing, and then pinned Paige. But Paige put his foot on the rope. The ref counted 3. Bell didn't ring. Music didn't start. But when the ref counted 3, he passed out. Dead. He was dead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So MJF celebrating. Mark Briscoe runs down to the ring to...
Oh, something. Yeah.
But didn't
do anything.
Didn't do anything. Security just removed him.
Yeah. He just got distracted, basically, so Paige could take advantage.
Well, no. Paige was still dead from being pinned. MJF, waves bye-bye to him, turns around. He sees that Paige had his foot on the rope.
Oh, and goes to move it.
The referee all of a sudden wakes up, goes from dead to 100% in 1 second.
What?
And stops MJF from removing the foot from the rope.
Yeah.
And he says, restart the match. Why? Because
keep going.
He didn't see it when he made the count. So referee's decision should be final, right?
That's true.
He reverses his decision because 2 minutes later, he saw
it.
He sees Paige has a foot on the rope.
Yeah.
And restarts the match.
Yeah. Yeah. That didn't bother me because it was funny.
That fucking bothered the hell out of me.
That should have bothered me. I don't know why I didn't.
He counted 3. He counted 3.
He did, but then he didn't count. He didn't call for it. Maybe, I don't know.
He couldn't call for the bell because he dead. He died.
That is weird.
When he counted 3.
Yeah, he died.
He just lay there and died when he counted 3.
Yeah, that was funny.
Watch it back.
That was funny.
Laid there.
No, I know. I remember it now. He's just
face down. Yeah.
Yeah, face down, dead.
And every count, when he counted 1, he was facing the shoulders and could see where the foot would have been on the rope. By the time he counted to 3, he turned himself 90 degrees to where he wasn't looking at the shoulders, even if the shoulder came up and he couldn't see the foot.
The way that they should have done that is he should, as he was coming down for the 3, he should have been pointing to the foot on the rope so that they could do a replay and go back and be like, no, he saw it. And you can see him go, no. And it's just his arm like hitting the mat, not for a 3 count. That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They fucked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't bother me. I'll have to rewatch it.
After the whole schmoz with the DQ,
match,
with the non-DQ because of the table, and then that, I was done with that match. I was done.
Fair. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just like MJF and Adam Page so much that I like overlook some of these things.
And then whatever happened after the restart, Page won.
He did a
Page ended up hitting him with the contract clipboard.
The contract, yeah.
And then
the buckshot lariat.
Yeah, the buckshot and pinned him.
No. I had a good time with this match despite that problem. And despite the DQ, the no DQs for no reason whatsoever.
So the first 25 minutes, I rated a 9.
Yeah, that's a good call.
But the rest of it, when I first started thinking how much do I want to take off, I took off 2.
The reason that I rated it an 8 and didn't go up was because there really was only one spot in the whole match where MJF was trying to get him DQ'd. Oh, I guess 2 if you count the count out. But I felt like that wasn't enough for in a half an hour match. You only got to try getting him DQ'd or counted out twice. I was like, this should have been the whole match. You just dicking him around.
After the tombstone on the broken table, why not try to pin him? Why not roll him in and try to pin him? That takes 3 seconds instead of a 10-second.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
A 3-second pin versus a
10-second count out.
Yeah. A 45-second 10 count out.
45-second 10-second count out. Yeah. 1.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I didn't give it a 9, because I just thought there could have been more storytelling with that aspect of it. I did find some MJF's just hilarious to watch in these types of matches. There was one point at which I think he ran at Paige and Paige caught him in a spine buster, I think it was, or like a pop-up power bomb, and like in midair as he's coming down, he's like, "Oh fuck." Or like, "Oh shit," as he's coming down in midair, and it just sounds so funny. He's such a clown. But I do think that this is the MJF that we need back in AEW, not whatever the fuck he's been doing for the last year.
Right.
This is the better MJF. This is the funny, entertaining, insulting MJF that is. This is who he is.
You don't like Hurt Syndicate MJF?
I didn't like Hurt Syndicate MJF, and I didn't like what was he even doing before that? He was like just like meandering around.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even tell you what he was doing. Everything after his return to face Adam Cole is just a blur to me. I'm like, what did he do that whole time? He went from being on top as the champion and having one of the best feuds in AEW history with Adam Cole, and then
that got ruined because Adam Cole got hurt.
And then that got ruined, through no fault of his own. But in my head, the end of that feud was at All in London when when MJF won.
And then he lost his title to Samoa Joe at World's End that year. And then,
I don't even remember that. Wow.
That.
So I liked it. I thought this was my favorite match of the night. Maybe if I go rewatch it and I watch some of those things you pointed out, maybe it won't be. But from my experience, it was my favorite match of the night.
It was for the first 25 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's get to predictions.
Oh, what was
we
the
got
bonus?
One match left.
I
don't know.
So a bonus, leading into it, there was obviously the story still with MJF and Mark Briscoe. Would Mark Briscoe interfere? Or
no?
How did I write it?
Yeah, what was the wording? Because he did show up, but I don't know if he interfered though.
How I originally wrote it was, will Mark Briscoe appear/interfere?
I would say that means appear or interfere, if that's how you wrote it. So I would say the answer would be yes.
Okay.
Right?
Based on that.
Because he did appear.
Yes.
I don't think he interfered.
No.
Because he just showed up and he tried to, but he was there. He did appear during that match.
He did not get to the ring.
No. Security stopped him. Which, by the way, what was the point of that?
Nothing.
It didn't affect the match at all. It just distracted him so that he could find I guess that the whole idea was that it allowed the ref to wake up to see the foot on the rope. I guess that was the idea.
I guess, yeah, just give him another 45 seconds to,
come to his senses.
I guess get reborn. And
I get what they were going for, but I think that's what happened, is that I took it for what they were going for and not how they executed it, and I should take that into account.
So, based on Mark Briscoe appearing and getting involved, I said yes, you said no.
Okay.
So I get 1, you get 0.
Oh God. If that ends up being the the deciding factor, I'm scared.
Okay. And as far as a match prediction, I don't know if we were just unsure of it or unconfident, but we both thought Paige was going to win, but apparently not very confident. So we both got 1.
Even during the match, honestly, I there were several times where I'm like, if anyone is going to win the AEW championship via DQ, it's going to be MJF.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's definitely possible. Because think about it. There's only one man in the history of WWE who's won the championship via DQ.
Yeah.
And he's in AEW, ironically. And that's Christian.
Yep.
Because Christian won it from Randy Orton after he was DQ'd. So if anyone was going to do it, MJF would be that man. But it just didn't end up being the case.
After the match, MJF still has his contract for a...
He does.
And actually coming out of the press conference afterwards, the scrum, Tony Khan announced that from now on, all contract cash-ins have to be done at least 7 days in advance.
Oh,
yes.
So they don't want it to be a Money in the Bank situation.
Yes. And without saying WWE, he said, we want to be different. We don't want to have the same type of stipulation as another place, which is good.
That's fair.
Be different.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
But does that now, go for MJF already having it? I don't know. I think that is something that is being covered on Dynamite, because I'm seeing some stuff going on Dynamite, and he did talk about it at some point.
Yeah, because MJF would be the guy to cash it in at
MJF would be the one to cash it
most opportune time.
The most opportune, yeah.
All right. Only one match left, and that is the unsanctioned Lights Out Steel Cage match, which was your unofficial main event for Forbidden Door London, with the Death Riders, Gabe Kidd and the Young Bucks against Darby Allin, Hiroshi, Tanahashi, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi. Let's do our rating.
Let's see.
Yeah, this one's tough to rate.
I know our max ceiling on this one was anywhere from 1 to 9.
Yeah, it could be anything. Yeah. All right, I got mine. It's a tough one to rate. I'll tell you what, though. I should have said what the Bleacher Report ratings were as I was going through this. Spoilers, they're definitely sickos. The ratings were a lot higher than ours.
All right. I actually marked mine up for a couple of reasons instead of taking points away.
Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Interesting. All right. And what was the longest match of the night? At 32 minutes and 30 seconds.
Plus probably 10 minutes for entrances at least.
Yeah, let me tell you. Will Ospreay and his team defeated the Death Riders. Let's get into the Bleacher Report's notable moments and observations. Bryan Danielson recused himself from commentary for the main event because of his inability to be unbiased. So I guess, Death Riders, I guess. Leaving a final booth of Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Jim Ross. Excalibur confirmed that Omega was also not cleared to compete for this match.
Which I did see reports that was just story.
Yeah.
It had to be.
And I'm sure the same thing is for Ospreay. I'm sure he was cleared, but it doesn't make it smart.
Right.
AEW aired a dramatic video package narrated by Alex Windsor for Ospreay before his entrance, which was amazingly well done. And Ospreay came out quite teary-eyed, knowing that he is going to be out for, who knows? We do not know. Long time, though. At least a year, I would say. Yeah. After an initial tease of their current theme, the Young Bucks came out to their very first theme, Bop by Hanson.
Yeah.
This would have been funny on a Dynamite, but when you're going into a lights out, brutal, blood and guts type match, this was stupid.
No, the sickos loved it.
This did not set the tone. Yeah, the sickos loved it, but this was stupid. During the 0 hour, the Young Bucks demanded a bag full of weapons filled backstage. In the match, they found that it was filled with gummy bears.
Okay. That makes sense for the story or, what they're doing for the Young Bucks.
It does, but it's also like, why wouldn't you fill up your own fucking bag?
Well, and then, when you compare that to what else they did in the match with Moxley and Darby.
Yeah,
Darby
exactly
in the chair.
Right. That's what I mean. There's just such a juxtaposition between, Mbop and gummy bears and then the other shit that we're going to get into. Just weird contrast. Ospreay threatened Mox with a steel chair wrapped around his neck, but Kid fought it off and planted the aerial assassin with a pile driver. Once again, focusing on Ospreay's neck. Claudio tossed Darby Allin clear out of the ring into the cage. Tanahashi found himself alone in the ring with all the heels. He fought off multiple men on his own, but Mox knocked him down with a paradigm shift. And in the goriest moment of the night, the Death Riders duct taped Darby Allin to a chair, and then Moxley took a fork and stabbed it through his ear.
Yeah.
Legitimately stabbed it through his ear. Yeah, sickos.
Yep.
Sickos. Ospreay returned to the match finally to save Tanahashi from a pin after a neutralizer and BTE trigger, then draped himself over the ace to protect him, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. Mox tried to paradigm shift Ospreay, but the aerial assassin charged him through a barbed wire table. The barbed wire table was never explained, by the way. Like, who put it there? Usually they call that out, because we know it wasn't the Young Bucks.
I think it might have been Claudio that brought it from underneath the table.
The Death Riders did
underneath the ring, yeah.
Tony Khan put it there. That's fair. The Ace teased a high fly flow off the cage, but everyone stopped him, allowing Ospreay to dive onto everybody off the top of the steel cage. I don't really know what the point of this spot was. Like, why have the Ace tease going up to do a move and then pull him down, resulting in boos, and then Ospreay goes up with everyone knowing he's hurt to do a fucking moonsault from 20 feet up in the air? I don't understand.
Because Tanahashi's on his retirement tour. They don't want him to die.
They don't want him super injured. Yeah. But Ospreay's fine, though.
Yeah.
Could get paralyzed, but, it's fine.
Yeah.
Ospreay and Omega met Kid in the center of the ring, hitting a Styles Clash into a V-trigger hidden blade combo, but the heels broke up the pin. The Cleaner. Who's the Cleaner?
Kenny
Omega?
Yeah.
Planted Mox with a V-trigger and a one-winged angel, but again, teammates broke up the pin. Darby Allin sent Wheeler Yuta through the announce table, off the cage. Then Chase Mox. That's not good English. The chase ended with Kidd catching Darby Allin and sending him through both sets of 4 tables on the stage from the top of the cage. Yeah. I mean, the match was what it was. I thought the ending sucked. It was very kind of quick and over with. Like, it kind of came out of nowhere. I was like, oh, it's over? Okay.
30 minutes into it.
Yeah, like 30 minutes is a long time, but it just felt like, we're not going to be responsible for anything that happens here. And then really the only thing that was like egregious was the ear and the fork.
The ear.
Everything else was like standard wrestling.
Or the fork in the ear.
The fork in the ear. Yeah. So I was just kind of like, that was it. I was expecting more like a much bigger bump to end the match. And we just, I don't know. We didn't get that. So that's it. That was all. And what does this do? I don't know. Oh yeah, and then after the match, someone came out and beat the shit out of Ospreay.
Yeah, so the match ended.
It kind of blurred out at this point, I think.
Yeah, so the match ended. All the baby faces celebrated. All the heels were outside the cage. All the baby faces left, except for Ospreay, left the cage. So Ospreay could, wave goodbye because he's leaving after this either way, right?
Right.
All the baby faces get out. I guess Moxley and Claudio sneak in, close it, and Ospreay, or they don't close it, but they sneak in. Ospreay gets out of the ring to exit, and Claudio hits him with the uppercut. They lock the cage, and Ospreay's locked in with Moxley and Claudio, and they just go to town on him and Pillmanize him, wrap his head and neck in the chair. Moxley stomps on it, and they just beat him down to end the show. And the one line that Jim Ross says after, his head's wrapped around the chair and Moxley stomps on it, Jim Ross says, "Oh, that's the blow. That's the surgery causing blow." When Ospreay already said, "Yeah, I'm having surgery after the match."
I think that's why I blurred it out, because I was like, this beatdown wasn't even necessary. He was already leaving.
Yeah, he was already leaving, but I guess it's to get heat on the Death Riders going forward.
They didn't need more heat. They're already like,
if you want to get heat on them, have them win the match.
Yeah. And nobody wants to see the Death Riders back in power, so it's like,
but
can you just end them now?
But you want the moment of which they got of Tanahashi winning the match for the team in his last match in the UK.
Speaking of the Death Riders, where's Pac?
Hurt. Broke his foot or broke his leg in a match with somebody several months ago.
And why was Yuta not in this match?
Because Yuta sucks, honestly.
Okay.
Why, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, they had to take out somebody, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. It was what it was. I was just expecting something more impactful to end the match rather than what we got. So I was kind of disappointed. The ear thing was like whatever.
Yeah, it was whatever to me.
Yeah. It wasn't, it wasn't a concrete block power bomb. It wasn't a. There was a chair shot to the head, though. I noticed. I can't remember what point or who it was, but there was a chair shot to the head, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah, there was."
They're still doing that, eh?
I didn't think anything of it at the time, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Final predictions. How'd we do?
Give me a second. I'm actually
in
the middle. so I don't lose my spot.
Something to do with the bonus?
No.
I'm scared.
Totals.
Oh, he's totaling them up already. We haven't even got to this match. I'm scared.
I'm good. Oh, I'm already on the page.
Moment of truth, ladies.
So I had to really go back and pay attention and figure out where it came from, who originated it, and actually came out with a good number on the question. The over-under of number of people who would bleed in this match. The over-under was set at 3.5. So the choices were either 3 or less, or 4 or more.
I don't think it was very many. I think it was Darby?
Obviously.
I think Moxley was bleeding, maybe.
Moxley.
And
Ospreay.
Oh, Ospreay. I don't think anyone else was. Kodo, I know, wasn't.
Kenny wasn't. Tanahashi wasn't.
Kenny wasn't. No. Yeah, that was it. It was 3.
Gabe Kidd. I don't think he did after he took the table bump through all the tables.
I think so.
Neither the Jacksons did.
Claudio never bleeds.
Yeah.
So wasn't him.
So it was 3.
And then the Jacksons don't really bleed.
Yeah.
So it was 3.
I think it was 3, right?
Yeah. It was 3.
You said 3 or less, and I said 4 or more.
I'd be curious to know if those are the 3 that I picked, because I remember saying, I know this person and this person and this person will bleed. The question is, will anyone else bleed? I wonder if those are the 3 that I picked.
Those, I figured those 3 would. I thought Gabe Kidd might, but I thought, shit, there's 7 more people.
Or Kenny.
Yeah, I thought one of them's got to bleed.
Yeah. Nope.
But
apparently not.
So the 3.5 was the right number to set it at. And as far as the match, how many points? We both foresaw this ending. You for 8, me for 7.
Ooh. All right, moment of truth. It's time to add up those numbers.
We'll do the rating first.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let's see. There. Insert. Some. And all right. There. Some. There. 9 matches, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
Sim31, you should watch the Women's World Championship match and the Men's World Championship match. They were both quite good. I would recommend watching them. The rest of the show, maybe the Edge and Christian match for nostalgia.
All right. So for ratings, 6.44 and 5.77.
I always see him around that same number.
Yep.
I don't know
I
what
probably
it
would have
is.
said a 6.
I mean, it's an average.
Overall.
I'm okay with my 5.7.
Yep. All right.
No, I would say this was not the last AEW pay-per-view for the show. It's still not egregiously bad. It's improved over, now that we don't have the stupid Death Riders monopoly. It's better now. It still has a long way to go before it's, competing with WWE, I think, but
So it has been announced.
You couldn't.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say you couldn't tell from the ratings. That's for sure.
So it has been announced already on Dynamite tonight. Tag match: Edge and Christian against FTR at All Out.
Okay. Well, better not be booking any tag team titles that night. What a dumb move that was.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is on the edge of their seats.
All right. Are we ready for the moment of truth?
Ready for the moment. I got my belt. I'm hugging it.
All right.
I'm hugging Goldie.
So we started out with NXT, right?
We did.
You led 18 to 12.
Took an early lead.
Remember I changed my Chelsea and Ethan pick? And bet 5 on it?
Oh, yeah.
Ready? I won AEW 44 to 42.
Wow.
So your total, your winner, and still,
you would have won.
I would have frickin' won by 1 if I didn't change that one answer.
Woo! And still, your predictions champion.
F me. Wow. Wow.
Well, thank you for indulging me in that.
You son of a bitch.
I don't know. We may have to abolish, or we may have to retire with the prediction and trivia's championship because it seems like we both have our expertise. And it's just, it doesn't change that often.
Son of a bitch.
Every so often we get lucky, but I'm kind of locked in with predictions, and you're really locked in with trivia. We may have to find another.
No, I'm going to win.
Something else to do.
Don't worry. We have Clash in Paris.
Your time is coming, my friend. Your time is coming. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I don't know what to say to that. I don't know what to say to that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Wrestling Renaissance. Cole 2K will be bald chin next episode.
I will.
Or I will cry. If you want to reach me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on the
And
BlueSky.
I'm at Cole2K on X and the BlueSky.
If you want to email us, you can do so at co.op.podcasts@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server where myself, Cole2K, Sim31, and so many others are talking about wrestling, talking about video games, talking about world events. Join us and have some fun. Cole?
Yes, sir.
Can you take us out?
All right, folks, that's a wrap on this episode of Wrestling Renaissance, where our predictions went up in smoke faster than my soon-to-be clean-shaven jawline. TJ Leo walks out still champion, looking smug enough to headline Forbidden Door 2026, while my beard prepares for its tragic NXT release. Tune in next time to hear the echo of my babyface tears.
I like it.